Ọlọ́run tó bá sí Ọlọ́run ò sí ní ìbàjẹ́ olórí burúkú ni Esther kan gélẹ̀ next time open space on top me màá wá jókòó tí ìyá yín tí tùràrí ni màá fi máa ṣépè fún yín báyìí. You guys are just bunch of clowns, bunch of illiterates. Now this one's go this kind of person go say go open Bible too for midnight, go they play for Israel. Olórí burúkú, ó ti misplace power.
Okay, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. I can see some of you asking what is happening and all that. Okay, we are following up what is happening on Twitter. There's 1 or 2 persons from Agbado's camp, Tinubu's camp, APC people, trying to lay curse on the people that is making them unrest, that is putting them through stress and all that. You know, they said they want a better Nigeria that supported Tinubu, and they are using Bible to lay curse on those people that is against Tinubu. So I believe that's what they are referencing to right there on Twitter. So we are following up what is currently going on Twitter. I can see more people just joining us right now. Thank you very much, my people. Thank you, Timmy Dibe, and many others right there. Jacob Obedient, I can see you. May God bless you all, my people. Thank you very much. Constant, I can see you. Enoma, Nosakare, Madam Helen, I can see you. Charles Wanshuku, God bless every one of you, my people. Seven Girlmed in the building. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate you, everyone. God bless you all. Peggy Modi, I can see you. Didi Anthony. Thank you, my people. Mary Forde, Lady Eugenia in the building. Thank you, voice of the Washman. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you all. Joshua Obori and many others. You know, please help us to press on the like button and help us to share. So let's listen at least for the next 10 minutes before we start our own show here. You know, these guys have resorted to now using Bible to insult the people that is genuinely fighting for a better Nigeria. So, you know, it's very it's strange. It's very strange, you know. But let's follow up in the next 10 minutes. Then I'll come back to you all. Then we'll take it from where we stop. Now God bless you, my people. Thank you so much. I bet I'm gonna press on the like button.
You guys, you need to travel because they bamboozled you guys so much that they believe you pray your life out of sickness. You believe you will pray any small thing in a prayer, If you pray from today till tomorrow and you're not doing the right thing, coincidence last one. Mistake ni. God of Israel, missile nothing jabai. Oh, holy water. They are not using holy water. They are not using anointing oil. You need to get out of your ass.
Jimmy,
honestly.
Jimmy, please, just 1 minute. See how people. I want you guys to understand something that in history of this country, some people have got to the roles of demigods. And I will say this with all due respect to the man himself. I respect the man a lot. Up to now, even though I know that I have not come to know that he does not stand for the people, but he stands for his pocket. I'm talking of Daddy Adeboye. In history, he has made so many statements. He has made so many tweets that he has never deleted. Even when he said in 2015 that IMF, I command you that dollar will fall. That tweet is still up. Because there has never been a time in his life standing on the pulpit that he has been called out, he has been chastised, he has been. I sat down and I remembered when he was in church and he made one prophecy. I tell you people that something will happen, the dollar and naira will rise again, and the church was quiet. He has never in his time experienced when you will tell people a prophecy and people will see it as a lie. We are in those days. They had to take down that RCCG tweet.
Bro, they are worshipping Adeboye. They are not worshipping God. That is what is going on in Nigeria. They are worshipping Adeboye. Baba ye lensin sin Ọlọ́run. Baba dere alabosin baba is dining with the politician. Mo sọ ẹnu mi gba ife mi atọlọ́run le. Ẹ jẹ́ kọ́rọ̀ yẹn wà láàrin mi atọlọ́run. Let it be between myself and God. Alabosin baba. Have you ever seen Adeboye come out when Christians get killed in northern part of Nigeria, anywhere in Nigeria? If I don't power in your war, okay, let's say it wants to be tribal. People were killed in Owo. He didn't make any video. Amo, Ogun Israeli. Baba share video. On Doku. On power.
25 people were kidnapped in Ondo State just last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In a church.
People are scared of talking. If you cannot speak, that is how everybody will just die in that country. That man is one of the problems in that country. You are worshiping that man, not the religion. You are worshiping that man and not the religion. Open your fucking eyes. The man came out.
Is Tails.com suitable for dogs with allergies or food intolerances? Definitely. Our team of experts can create a hypoallergenic kibble blend just for your dog, leaving out common allergens or problem ingredients to support their well-being. Sign up today to get your welcome offer.
Irrelevant. For Israel, then they give them money, then they go there, then they go do tour there. And Israel, when they pray for, hypocrisy. Israel, when they pray for. You see the ballistic missiles where Israel they take attack. You see the serum where Israel gets. See the defensive weapons where Israel gets. Religion is one of the things they've used in that country. But people cannot talk. Or NTU. Baba, Holy Father. Holy Father will need that. Holy Father will need that. Holy Father, what has that country benefited in religion in that country? What? Name one thing. What is the purpose of you have the spiritual power to pull out witches, to pull out anything from anybody in the church. But you don't have the power to speak to God. You eat breakfast, bread and beans with God every morning. You can't tell God the issues we are facing in the country. Number one, we are the problem of that country. God will not come down and fix anything.
Exactly.
As long as you cannot speak when you're meant to speak, as long as you keep supporting the devil, nothing will happen in that country. Take it away from me. Last week Sunday, a woman was lamenting on boss. And she went to church with 5,000 naira. Nothing came back with her back home. She has nothing to eat. In church. They wanted to even put holy oil on her head to do cross. Olive oil got in one church by. They are importing everything. It's now expensive. Only water here, what you want buy. Pure water, Nora. They are buying pure water for holy water. Now they go just pack water for somewhere, pray on top of, and people go buy them. It's not cheap. Wake up, wake the fuck up in that country. Religion is not our topic today, but it's one of the problems people are facing in that country, and they are scared to speak. Don't speak. The one I've said today, leave it between me and myself and God. Let it be that way. Moving forward. Before I move to Baba Tole, General G, don't worry. I have special prayer for you. Queen B, I have special prayer for you. Oh, what to get about Beba Yare, Lofino? Tabaleni, Abala Mameni, or Lalamamu. Ko send to back when you buy you my fake away. Don't tell you you my pani. Am I worried? Told you tia la parofino. Que cheruon. Que cheru dangote won. Come abo. On my baba biako. Bring it on. Whatever it is you want to do, go and do it. I want me by. Baba nyeba antunki ni atiturawaki. Bring it on. We are here. We are going to face anything that comes up against us. But you see this Nigeria matter, we go die here. Because guess what? We're on the right part of history. We are standing on the truth. Until da oloruko meji ko da. It's as simple as that. I don't care how you guys want to twist it. I don't care how you want to paint it. I don't care how you want to say it. It is wrong. What is wrong is absolutely wrong. Small time, they'll start going after OT now. Watch. All the project he's doing, they'll probably start destroying it to make him look incompetent. They will start doing things to drown his accomplishments. But Ọlọ́run ò ní fún yín ṣe. Ọlọ́run ò ní fún yín ṣe. It is not a Nigerian thing. We are not corrupt. We are not bad people. We have the best of us doing so brilliantly well all over the world. All over the world. I have friends here in America that they've not even been to church this year. And they are doing fantastically well. Because what? They wake up when the alarm sounds. They need to hit work when they're meant to start work. And they clock out when they're done. No amount of prayer can stop their money from getting into their account. If you don't get your ass up and go and work, nothing is going to come into your account. It's as simple as that. You work, you make money. Pray from today to tomorrow. No helper is coming for you. No helper is coming to help you. The church will not speak the truth. Let me tell you that categorically clear. The church will not. They will not speak to the politicians because they are in bed with the politicians. They work hand in hand. If they speak to the politicians, if the economy is good, every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Monday to Friday, they'll be going to work. Nobody will be going to midweek services in churches. And if people don't go to church, how are they going to survive? How are they going to survive? The system has made it known that churches, they depend on the people to survive. Otherwise, there is no how they can survive. It's a different ball game entirely in Nigeria. Pull yourself out. We are doing what we are doing here to pull people out psychologically out of poverty, to let you know the right from wrong. But at some point, you need to pull yourself out from this spiritual and religious war. It is a war, in case you don't understand. And I want you to start paying attention. I want you guys to start paying attention that whatever it is you do as a Muslim in Nigeria, how are they doing it in Saudi Arabia? Whatever it is you do as a Christian in Nigeria, how are they doing it in Israel? Do this comparison. I've been seeing a couple of videos flying up and down. Muslims praying on the main road. It will never be seen in Dubai. They will never do. Them go arrest you. They don't do that in Saudi Arabia. They've weaponized poverty. They've weaponized religion.
Using court affidavit.
Okay, now according to my own findings, the Bola Tinubu that attended the Chicago school, the person was a female. So meanwhile, the certificate was being forged.
If they can dig the truth and know that yes, he is not really the owner of the certificate, then he should be dismissed from the office.
So in short, now she just like vacate the office of the president.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
If there is a tangible
reason,
tangible, how do we call it?
Evidence.
Evidence, yes, tangible evidence that yes, truly he didn't attend the school, then he should be dismissed from the office.
Do you think is Zima capable to be our president with this act?
If truly he forged a certificate, I mean, he's not even supposed to hold any position in Nigeria, not even to talk of president.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's what they did to Buhari. So people have a correct certificate. There is nothing like any false certificate. Only the issue of the PDP.
So now you think all this matter na lie?
Na lie. On me, you know.
To you?
Yes.
But do you know that Chicago University testified that he did not even attend the school?
Are you a witness there?
So you sure that you don't believe in this matter?
I did not believe. Even the Chicago, I did not believe with that. So Tinubu have attended the school and succeed. So it's just
okay, how sure are you about this? What to say?
I'm very sure now because he wants a senator, a governor, so all these issues did not come out until he become a president. That's what they did to the former president, General Muhammadu Buhari. So you see all these things. So it become a tradition to this country. So if you become a something, at least they will follow you and say you did not do it. Because they are saying it's a female,
That attended the school.
that attended, not male. So for me, in person, so I'm not talking of anybody.
Anybody.
Yes.
In short,
that's
you
my
now
opinion.
disagree with emotion.
And the country is now in a very hard distance.
So what do you have to say about this art citizen, our own West issue we have now?
And I would say maybe, so, are we going to say it's the will of God or what?
Hmm.
So we just keep it like that. You know, everything as a Muslim, we just take it as a test.
Okay.
That's how we just keep it like that. You see where I hang myself for it.
I said it's the will of God, though. That make us find where we find ourselves or where we find ourselves right now. That is the mentality of our people. That is the height of weaponization that is going on in Nigeria. You can see that part of Nigeria in the north. Many of them are not even aware of what is happening. You know, many of them are blabbing. They are, I don't know. These politicians, many decades ago, they deliberately weaponized illiteracy, if I may say, illiteracy on so many Nigerians, most especially in the north. Then, when you are uneducated, this is part of the things you get. You know, you cannot be suffering and at the same time you are praising the person that is putting you through the pains and all that. It's really surprising, man. I never seen this kind of thing before. But meanwhile, let me take some quick articles here together, you know, then we can take it from here. You know, I like to quickly take this one here quickly. Please, guys, press on the like button and let's do this. I'm not going to take time with this particular article. Maybe I'll just take the headline because it's part of our title. Then we'll just take it from there. This one is coming from Punch. As you can see right there, Obi's appeal lacking in merit substance, Tinubu tells Supreme Court. You know, President Bola Tinubu has said the appeal by the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, is lacking in merit, substance, and good faith. Tinubu, who said Obi's appeal, which was based on allegations dismissed at the Election Petition Tribunal, argued that the presidential election was peacefully conducted all over the country, and the results of elections were carefully and accurately recorded in the various forms of EC8AS. This was contained in a response by his lead counsel, Wole Olakmekan, senior advocate of Nigeria, to appeal filed by the Obi challenging the decision of the tribunal. He said, unquote, the entire petition was nothing but a jamboree of sorts, which was prosecuted more in the media than in the courtroom. And the law court being a court of law, not of sentiments, dutifully throw away their petition after a painstaking consideration of same, if considered from every angle, is lacking in merit, substance, and good faith. So I'll just leave that one there. Like I talked about before, it's still plenty, but I don't want to continue because of so much advert that is affecting this article here. But meanwhile, I would like us to move on quickly because I have, let's quickly go to Twitter because I have some things here to read on Twitter for you. Then we can take it from here. Thank you very much, my people. Continue to press on the like button and let's do this together. But before I'll take the one on Twitter, but let me just put this on screen. Before I'll come there, I would like to quickly, one moment, my people, bear with me. You might not be able to see properly once I start reading, but don't worry, I'll read it for you. You know, some people, some of them, when they see tiny things, you know, but let's see. Let me start from here quickly. This is what I'm going to be reading for you shortly, but I just want you to see the headline. Then I'll go back to Twitter again to read the full body. Tinubu and his history at the U.S. District Court, Northern District of Illinois. The name Bola Tinubu is not new at the U.S. District Court, Northern District of Illinois. They know that name. They had prosecuted that name in July 1993 when Kevin Moses took Bola Tinubu at Degbo Yega Okay, you see, it says show more. Then the show more is where we are going right now. So let me come back here again. You guys might not be able to see properly, like I said before, but don't worry. I will see everything by myself here. Okay. I'll take it from, okay, let me just say, they had prosecuted that name in July 1993 when Kevin Moss took Bola Tinubu Adegboyega Mons Akande and Abiodu Agbele to the same court, charging them for narcotic crimes. It was the same court Bola Tinubu was asking Judge Jeffrey Gilbert and Judge Nasir McDonald to shield him from being exposed as a certificate forger. It took Judge Maldonado a few clicks on the court record to figure out that in 1993, the same name had featured prominently for drug crimes. Convinced that it is the same man, the judge wasted no time to reject Tinubu's appeal and ordered Chicago State University to comply with Judge Jeffrey Gilbert's earlier ruling for CSU to release Tinubu's certificate. Only a career criminal would be so bold to return to a court he had been indicted and made to forfeit $460,000 for drug crimes to claim innocence and be seeking for a protection. Pleading irreparable damages, it was in that same court where his accomplices, Adegboyega Moise Akande, now late, and Abiodu Agbele, were found guilty for drug crimes and sentenced to jail. During the prosecution and trials of Akande and Agbele, Tinubu had escaped to Nigeria and was rather dealing with the FBI via phone. It was through the phone that negotiated and accepted forfeiture of the $460,000. If he had showed up in the US while the trials of his colleagues were on, he would have been jailed like others. Today, he now claims he was never convicted or jailed for the drug crime. Glad that both Judges Gilbert and Maldonado went to the archives to dig out the 1993 record to see that the same man who was a ringleader of a drug cartel in Chicago has now stolen election in Nigeria to emerge as president, and back to the same court, he was prosecuted for drug crimes seeking protection. This is three of them there. They say one of them don't die. I'm not too sure because according to the name where they mention, I don't know the one where I go allocate to each of them. You know, one of them don't die, but two of them go jail. And according to this article here, Tinubu run go Nigeria during that time. So from Nigeria for phone, Naite accept, say they forfeit the $460,000 and all that. This one is coming from Jackson Ude on Twitter. Anything we'll give here, we'll put it on how it is. But meanwhile, a couple of people have responded to this. Before I will take another one. Okay, let me just take another one quickly before I will go for other people's reaction. I have another thing here that I would like to take. Bear with me, my people. Let me bring this here sharply as well. I just hope I find it because sometimes, okay, I got it now. Okay, this one here. So let me put the headline as well so that you guys can know where I'm coming from like I did with the order. This is it from Brother Betts. Brother Betts, letter to Nigerian Supreme Court Justice 1. Dear Supreme Court Justice 1, Your Lordship, apart from your own personal biases, only you can tell the depth and breadth of the inducement and blackmail that are dished out to you to ensure that your judgment on the presidential Nadei reach. So let me go back to that particular one again to continue reading. You know, you might not be able to see it properly, like I said, but don't worry. So let me just take it from here. The judgment on the presidential election petition appeal goes a certain way if there is anything like that. Then two, I'm sure and very single well-meaning Nigerian is that you live are adequately involved with recent events in the political climate of the country, and a source can very easily predict redoundable, the indescribable, and irreparable disorientation Nigeria will suffer if your lordship, under the disguise of technicalities, hand Nigeria over to rogue politicians for unconstitutional reign. 3, you can be sure that Nigerians will never forgive you, not until justice certifies that you have made commensurate apparitions, which certainly will be likely passing through fire in a view of gravity of such an offense to 200 million people, including children and vulnerable poor. 4, Nigerians may be quiet at the moment, but they are not weak. As things are right now, with Nigerians both at home and abroad following the conduct of the elections and the truth that are now known without doubt about the personalities and past lives and lies of the candidates, only truth will grant your lordship secured and peaceful life after your ruling on the appeal that have been brought before you. There will be no place on earth that judge who participate in enabling political hooliganism in Nigeria can hide. And there is nowhere anyone who contributed in setting things right with Nigeria will escape notice and celebration. The options are crystal clear, and the consequences are not confusing at all. Number 5, with other Nigerians, I wish lordship the best in your work. So these 2 articles that I read right now, this one is coming from Brother Betts on Twitter as well, X. Okay, people responded to this. Let me quickly take you there as well. Okay, this is one of the response. Crooks has taken over our country in broad daylight, while the supporters keep clapping for the rascality displayed. No worries. What goes around comes around. While I have another reaction from Ken Musaehi, said that is why Judge Maldonado set a trap for the Supreme Court, that the evidence is in your front. Let us see what you can do with it. Then I have another one here from Don Benz. Nigerians must focus more on those who have supported this incredible embarrassment to Nigeria. Nigerians should compile a register for all turncoats of integrity, values, transparency, and democracy who are struggling to cover up this terrible embarrassment of a king walking naked. Why the last one here? The mouthpiece. He said, to think this is the man some young folks in Nigeria call strategist and look up to as mentor is a sign the political future of Nigeria is gloomy and uncertain. Little wonder Buhari said, fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning. Tinubu must be disqualified and face the law. All right, my people, that is all we have for you today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I appreciate every one of you for your time with us. We are going to start talking right now. I'll be posting out a link again, but before I do that, I would like to call on the first person on the panel today with us is Madam Helen. Madam Helen, good evening to you and happy Saturday, happy weekend to you, and thanks for all you do. Please, I'd like you to talk to us with all we've presented today and the current situation in Nigeria. You are joining us from Nigeria, you know much better. So give us experience. What is happening in your area? Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, madam.
Good evening, people at the comment section. Good evening, people in the panel. Mr. Elvis, nothing much, to tell you the truth. Nothing much is happening. Everywhere is quiet. Everywhere is very quiet, and it's very alarming. It's as if these people, they've used the media to maybe cast some sort of illusion or some sort of deceit by pushing a narrative that is not true, so that right now a lot of people are just like, let's just move on. However, Nigerians, they feel no matter how tough the situation is, they'll find a way to survive. Irrespective of the pains they are going through, they just keep pushing. So I think that's just what I'm
But
seeing
it's
right
strange
now.
to see that nobody is talking at all.
I'm telling you, the whole place is the whole place is quiet. I don't know what's going on. The whole place is quiet. I think the whole place, that's just what I think I have observed. The whole place. So the people who are talking right
Okay,
now
Madam Helen, sorry to say, as a housewife, you go to market, you go to work. So what about in the market? Nobody talk about the situation, or at work, in your office, nobody talk about
they
this
are
thing.
talking about it, but you're not feeling it in the streets. Maybe that's just what I'm trying to say. They are talking, the people are talking in place of in the market, people gather, that's what they are talking about. But no, I mean, talk, and no, this thing is no evidence of pushing to say no, we don't want to accept this. I think they talk about it, but somehow they are also falling back to say, well, let's just see how we push through and survive this. Maybe you hear some people say, let's just see how we'll survive it another 8 years. Possibly, if God help us, we'll now have somebody that will, how do you survive this the next 8 years? It's scary. But this young man, Jimmy, he every time he talks, he appeals, to my core soul. I mean, that's one of the people that, speaks truth, and, he just nails it and does not know how to color it. I really appreciate him for it. I think that's just one of another persons that I listen to when you bring him up here, and he's talking, and you're like, okay, at least thank God that you still have Nigerians who are able to appreciate truth, and who still have some sort of moral content in them, who still remember what their parents may have instilled in them when growing up as Nigerians. Because somehow, okay, I was watching the one that you just showcased. You see the line of people, you see what they are saying. They are suffering, but they are just sitting in the fence. Okay, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. If that's what it is, see the narrative that they've sold, and then these people are bought into. If he could do what he did in Lagos, but they don't even know that Lagos thing is an illusion. There was absolutely nothing that was done, but they've been able to sell that narrative, and these people are buying into it. And these are young men these are young men who may not really have much, who do not have any future, honestly. It's a sad situation. You see it every day. When you come out, you see it every day. And when you come out, the things prevailing, information that you get on the street is either one person is buying one person, or a child is, buying parents to use and make money. That's the trend now. That's just what's happening. So it's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. That's why I still come to this place, because I want to hear the truth. I want to be sure that I'm not the only person that has possibly lost it. Maybe I'm the one who is actually operating under that smoke screen, because I told you how a young man told me that I should move on, that this thing is not worth bothering my head for, before I go and have hypertension. And that, look at the people that you're fighting for, see how they behave on the street. They are not even bothered. You understand me? So when people like you, like this, keep pushing, it gladdens my heart. It gives me hope. It gives me, something to look forward to, irrespective of what's happening around me. When I hear people like Mr. CM, when I hear Alex, when I hear a lot of Madam Rita, Omoye and the rest, when I hear them speak, there's some sort of hope. But I think, a lot of these other people do not have the opportunity to listen to things like this. So even when you try to share, this information, it doesn't really get to them, because like in the north, I think they're not even aware of what's going on. And some people are busy selling them lies. So you don't expect much. You see those tiny radios that they carry on their ear, I don't think most times that the information they are getting is even from Nigeria. So when they get that information, where they get it from also plays a major role in conditioning their mind. How can somebody be in such abject poverty? You every day you wake up, you just go and gather at the gate of a big man just to give you crumbs for that day, and you're satisfied. Is it not scary? You're satisfied. You're not asking questions. Why do I come here to get crumbs? Why is it the only one that can give me that? Why can't I also be the person to give out to others? You understand me? So it's like you said, it's a weapon that have been used for such a long time to capture a lot of young people. A lot of young people are in limbo. They don't know how to move forward. They don't know how to come out of where they are. So that's why a lot of them also take the easy way out. The easy way out of making this money. They go into all sort of shady deals. And when they are when these same politicians take note of them, they come and then they make some sort of offer that they can't refuse. Why? Because they want to see how they can put food on the table of possibly their family members, maybe their aged parents, or so they just want to see how they can make a change. So these people have captured this country for a long time, and they intend to, if we don't say no, they intend to still continue like this because of the narrative they are selling. Can imagine somebody who comes out to say, look, you understand, Nigerians are clamoring both in and outside. We are being called also, we are being accused, we are being called all sort of names. But I think it will make it to go a long way if you come out as the number one person to address your city, your citizenry, to address your people, clear this air. And some other person sits in the media house and said he's trying to pursue a career in evangelism. Who does that? Who does that? And this is supposed to be somebody who is not supposed to be biased in his analysis. And then he calls him all sort of names and said he's seeking for cheap popularity. Who does that? Who does that? Will you speak like that to any other person? If not, because this one is, the person that you feel you can toy on and then go scot-free. You wouldn't dare. Like Jimmy said, he wouldn't dare. He will not dare. But I thank God, because you see, this thing is on record. Tomorrow, when the same person comes out and says otherwise, Nigerians will call it up and tell him, this is what you said. How dare you even, try to change the narrative? Were you doing that because of just personal selfish interest? And now you're coming to change. And then, like, also, I heard somebody, Araka said, don't forget that, this thing has not ended. The table can turn. The table can change. If it changes and is not what you're expecting, where will you hide your face? Will you be able to open your mouth to speak again? People should have caution. People should learn to tell the truth, especially elders, especially people who have benefited one way or the other from this nation. People who were spoon-fed when it was their time. They should be careful what they do. I was watching Young Elder today when he was making that when he was making that video concerning a threat to his life. And then he said something. Is this what he's going to sell to his children? How will he come out to tell his child now and say, no, don't, if you're in school, you must make sure that you do it right. You must make sure that you read and pass your exams and read well and make the first class. How is he going to defend this when, people are coming out to say it doesn't matter? Constitution says it matters. And we want to bury Constitution because of personal interest. Why are we like this? Why are we like this? What happened to the morals? What happened to the values? Where did we throw it to? Why are we letting just a set of people hold us to ransom and make us the people that we are not? Nigerians are making names outside there. They are achieving so much. In sports, they are doing well. In technocrats, in every area, they are doing so well. And yet back here, we are like, I don't know what to call us. Are we not ashamed of ourselves that the whole world right now is aware of, this, and we're still talking? Instead of defending, instead of saying this is doing the right thing, you're not coming out to appeal. That appeal, do you know what it means for you to come out to say, do not accept and make excuses for them, for the Supreme Court not to admit that evidence? It's actually, you're nailing it and saying, yes, truly, I did it, but I don't want you to go there. I don't want you to go there. Why? Why are we celebrating illegitimacy? Why are we celebrating lies? Why are we upholding lies and pulling down truth and making sure that truth stays down just because of one person? Are we remembering that after today that there is tomorrow, and this thing that we are doing today may just not be so, may not just do so much to us now, but tomorrow it may cause the kind of damage that we may not be able to come out of? Can't we trade with caution in a lot of ways? Can't we ever look at, look at the narrative. Now you have, a certificate that you refuse to go and pick. Somebody said, okay, since you went to the school, and these people said, we have the certificate, what stops you? Just walk in there and collect your certificate. They say they have the original. You attended, fine. Go apply for it to be sent to you so that you can say, okay, sorry, I made, maybe because of one thing or the other, I did not post this one. I did not bring this one, but now I have it. So why can't you call for that one? Since that one is there, we're all shouting, everybody attended school. Who said? Nobody is arguing that it attended or it did not attend. What the argument is that there's a particular one that you submitted that is forged. So why won't you go and call up for the original one? Because they say they have it there. Call for it. Apply for it. If it is replacement, apply for the replacement. Because they said you've never done so. You've never applied for any form of replacement. Since you lost the one that you had before, God knows where that one came from. You understand? So apply for this one or walk in there. In fact, not even apply. Walk.
Okay, we lost you there. Madam Ellen, can you still hear me?
Mr. Elvis, can you hear me?
Okay, you are back now.
Yes. I'm walking there and collect it. Simple and short. There is no all this rigmarolling and dramatizing, accusing everybody of forgery, or no forgery. You understand? This one, they will hit this one today and say, your name is not the same thing. I heard something funny today saying it's the elder brother's certificate that he's using. Are these people okay? Is that what we are talking about? Is this
to be honest,
the number one seat?
To be honest, Madam Helen, we don't need to pay attention to that particular video at all. If we can avoid it, we should address it.
No, I'm just saying.
Yes,
they are
don't
not the
just
ones
censor it
occupying
at
the
all.
number one seat. So it's not called for.
Yes, but we shouldn't.
Somebody is occupying the
we
number one
address
seat.
it at all. Let's just skip that. They are trying to get attention. We shouldn't give them that because they posted that particular video on their channel on TVC. As we speak right now, they have only 400 views. They posted it for the past 12 hours or 24 hours now. They still never. They have still not hit 1,000 views till now. So we shouldn't give them attention at all.
How can they? Somebody, people are just getting carried away. But all I'm trying to say is there is tomorrow. We should know that there is tomorrow, and posterity will judge a lot of people. A lot of people, when they want to hide their faces in shame, there will be like that. Is it ostrich that the entire body is outside and is burying the head in sand? That's how they will be. That's how they will be. There are people that their children, when they want to correct their children, their children will stare them in the eyes and say, just shush. Because this same you made me to understand that this is okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. You can't tell me otherwise. You made me understand that this was all right. And then they'll take it up from there. They should just wait. It's coming. The storm is coming. The storm is not over. It's just building up. And it will hit a lot of people. It will hit a lot of people. The same set of people that had the opportunity to castigate government upon government and made so much trouble of President Obasanjo's this thing. These same people troubled him, troubled Jonathan, troubled everybody. Nobody, went after them, use the media or use any form of this thing to intimidate them. Now you're calling for treason. You're saying treasonable this thing. My dear, when the time comes, those who know how to dance in the market square will dance. And those who thought they knew how to dance in the market square will find out that they were just empty. Mr. Elvis, thank you very much. God bless you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much, madam. God bless you too. I appreciate you. I would like to appreciate everybody. Also to let everybody know that that particular area that Madam Ellen was going, nobody should go there at all. If you're on the panel right now, or if you intend joining the panel later on, don't just go that area at all. I just pretend you did see nothing. The way Nigerians have already ignored them on TVC, so that particular video, I cannot believe that a video that's supposed to be a breaking news is on 400 views for the past almost 24 hours. Was because they know that they are all disgraceful elements. So we should discuss that area at all. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Before I call on the next person, which is give us a mandate, I would like us to quickly take this here. One moment, my people. Bear with me. I think, okay, give us a mandate. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, my brother. Please talk to us. Let me
Okay,
talk to us.
you and then the panelists and people in the comment section. Greetings to everyone. Hopefully everyone is having a good weekend. We're back here again today just to deliberate on the issue pertaining to Nigeria. Well, I may not probably have seen the videos that you play, but I think I saw the one that they were interviewing people, and everyone was just speaking. And the one thing that comes to mind is the fact that Nigerians are just, I don't know how to describe Nigerians. You want good government, you want things to happen, but you are not ready to go out and do the needful. Peter B is playing his own part as a Nigerian. Atiku is playing his own part as a Nigerian. Tinubu is playing his own part as a Nigerian. If you think, if he thinks he's a Nigerian, which we know that he is not. So it is now left for us as Nigerians to arise and take the bull by the horn, because we cannot allow these people to continue to run down the state of our nation and then take the commonwealth that belongs to all of us and put it for themselves and their families. Now, you imagine people that were interviewed in that video were basically youth. People that they don't even know what they want. You could hear what they were saying, it just make no sense. That some people are just there and I just accept the status quo that that's how it used to be. With all of the evidences that you see from Chicago State University, somebody is still saying, yo, nah, so it be. And so that's why we need to continue to speak, because we know that Bola Tinubu did not win the election. Peter Obi won his election. Even Atiku himself knew that he did not win the election. Peter Obi won the election, and that is the man that the old people want. And why should that be a problem? It should not be a problem. Now, coming to Tinubu appealing, asking the Supreme Court to dismiss Peter Obi's appeal because of that substance. Hey, Tinubu, when did you become a lawyer? Because the last time I checked, you are a drug baron. And even up until now, you are still a drug baron. certificate forger, a pager, the one that paged. So when did he become a lawyer that you are saying that Peter Obi's case lacks merit? Tinubu, Wole law, enter house. The lie where you tell don't do. And if you never do you, go tell your wife and your children, go and your grandchildren, they continue to tell them lie. You are one of the, I don't know how to describe you as a human being, Tinubu. I don't even get name for yourself. Because all the names there, people don't exhaust them. Now only you want to be certificate forger, only you want to be thief, only you want to be the one you go send people to go pipe people. Wicked man, enter house. Peter Obi's appeal does not lack any merit. There are substances in what Peter Obi turned in. The Abuja is there, double nomination is there, forfeiture is there. Even now, you don't discover say you be woman. All of a sudden, you don't become woman. Tinubu, when you come become woman now, you will not tell people say you be woman before. People can't go dig, come find and say, this man said, who would even they talk about say, now woman no. Tifunumbu, Tifun Loro. Enter us, my friend. You are not my friend. I cannot regard you as one. So for me, it's just a way to just maybe to be in the eyes of the public. You just want to say something. How can you say Obi's appeal lacks merit? Are you the one you're appealing to? Let Adiwola do his job, and he must do it well. Because you, Tinubu, say you know win the election. You know it. Say you know win them. They rig the election for you. But that person will rig them. No worry. All of them will go jail. You will talk out things they happen. What a wicked man. Honestly, every day I think about this guy, I just wonder the kind of creature this guy is. Career criminal. Wicked man. Because of it now, the whole country is just, some people don't even know what they define. They don't even understand their life anymore. Because you drug baron, you don't ruin their lives. You don't destroy so many people. So for me, Peter Obi has done a good job by going to the Supreme Court. He has a case. The tribunal, I don't know how many of you know that the tribunal did not even inspect any of Peter Obi's evidence that he brought to court. They did not even inspect they didn't inspect those evidences. They just ruled based on assumption and what was written for them. Peter Obi has a good case, but the tribunal did not read the case. They didn't even look at his evidence. What a country. What a people. What a nation. It's just sad that we can still be here talking about this whole thing after how many months now that the election is over. And so people are still bent on legitimizing this illegitimate president. Trying to legitimize forgery. Forgery. Tinubu now forger. All of you will be saying now the supporter. Tinubu now certificate forger. He forged his certificate, and I see open eye they support this man. Make our country they continue to destroy because one Amoda want to become president. What kind of wickedness will they do? APC members and whoever they support you now. Because of one man now, the whole nation, they don't hold them to a standstill. Investors cannot come again. I was in a space, I did one space earlier. One man they talk for this, say Nigerian guys where they did in oil and gas, they went to Dubai for one conference. When time comes for them to sign MOU now, memorandum of understanding, the guy said they snub Nigerian businessmen. Why? Because that same day with Chicago State University, they had announced Tinubu issue. Now that same day, another thing they hold for Dubai. And so when Nigerian businessmen approach those guys for the signing, they said no. They don't hear waiting they talk for Chicago State, say Tinubu na forger of certificate. And because of that reason, they no go sign that thing. We now see the wickedness where this man don't put Nigerians. So if you think they support this man with the evil way they do, you and your family, then I go suffer and pass. At least most of them will be saying APC. When I go come social media, come they beg for money. I will say you come back somewhere like me. I go just say me go look for that bullion van. We go to Tinubu house. Tinubu say that bullion van I miss road. Your money inside. Go collect that money for inside. What kind of wickedness be this? Because of one man now, all of us, they don't rubbish our image for international scene. Nigerians, we need to wake up. We need to arise and do something. If not, something will they do also. Because this guy, they don't bend, say they don't go give this power freely. And which we must show them. And like I tell you before, say, Amechi 101 don't give us clue. Make we activate Amechi 101 against these people. Because they have to go. They have to go. People, they suffer. No food. No light. Roads are the roads motor no fit pass our road again because of these wicked politicians, these corrupt people. So Nigerians, look, we arise. I beg, we'll do something. Tinubu must go. Make we show him the way out of Aso Rock, because him no win the election. Now Peter Obi na win the election. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I go eat my mic for now.
All right. Thank you, my lovely brother. Give us a mandate. Thank you for your submission. Yeah, it's obvious that they did not win the election. Everybody knows this. Even the APC people that is fighting, and everybody, including the judicial, everybody knows that Tinubu not win the election. But I don't understand what they are trying to do.
Say if they lie one lie, because of their career criminal, him a liar. So all of the followers, if they tell one lie, then go look for about 10 lies to cover one lie. So they just use that lie. They confuse Nigerians. They confuse Nigerians. Don't say they convince them. Then they confuse Nigerians. But whether they like them or not, we don't know. Say Tinubu no win the election. Tinubu forged certificate. Tinubu na drug dealer.
And he ring the election.
Too. This man, I wonder, this man, now what kind of human being we say? He lack morality. And so all of his supporters, really support him, all of themselves now forger. It be like say all of themselves now drug dealer. Because if you support drug dealer, that means you said now drug dealer, now you be. If you support person they tell that means you say a liar. If you support the person who say na pedger, you too na pedger, because this man a drug dealer and you support her, that means you say na drug dealer. So all of the Agbado comes, all of supporters, all of them are drug dealer. No how you go fit to convince me about that, say you know be drug dealer, because you don't support this man, you be drug dealer too.
And the funny part is that we get young people who really support this man. Say when this satanic kind of support starts, from the beginning, a lot of people were trying to defend it. No, nobody voted for him, nobody is supporting him, nobody are just lying. Not lie. We have lots of youth that is supporting this man for most especially, in fact, I don't want to say much. I'm confused. It's crazy, man. It's really, really crazy. Let me pick a call quickly, man, before I call on the next person. Thank you very much, sir, for calling in all the way from Abuja. Please talk to us, sir.
Good evening, sir. Mr. Jawad.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening to everyone in the panel. I just want to remind Anik Sharma And then Chairman, you see what you cause for Nigeria here. We are going through a lot of problem in Nigeria. We voted for Mr. Obi. You decided to rig election for Tinubu. You put Tinubu to power. It's what we are going through now. Common criminal do not get school start. He forced result. And you decided to give, you are professor. You let common criminal use you. This is a shame for you. You sell your profession because of money. You extend it for money. See what Nigerians are going through today. Nigerians are going through hell. In entire world, Nigerians are embarrassing Nigerians. We are come, entire world is talking of Nigerians. See the disgrace and the humiliation you give to all Nigerians. Are you happy where you are now? Are you seeing yourself as a happy man? The problem you cause for Nigerians. If your family, one of your kids sits you down today and asks you, are you enjoying the money you are extending your profession for? You are extending all your career, you are extending it for money. You collected the money. If you are spending the money today, how will you feel yourself? Guilty conscience will worry you. But I just want to tell you, whatever you cause for Nigerians, you yourself, you go through the problem. Shame on you. Everything you do is shame on you. Again, tribunal, you are give judgments. You are past your judgments. You also decided to collect money. I give judgment to Ms. Tinubu. How are you feeling today? Justice Aruna, how are you feeling when Nigerians every day are talking about the same situation? How are you feeling? You collect the money, I give judgment to Mr. Tinubu. Guilty conscience will worry you. If you sit down in your home, guilty conscience will be dissolving you. Shame on you. 5 panelists, 5 members of tribunal panelists. Shame on you. Shame on you people. Supreme Court, you are going to give your own judgment. I'm telling you, if you like, turn the part of tribunal. History will judge you. History will judge you people. Whatever you are, you can do it today. You will think you are free. Look, judgment will come for you tomorrow. Nigeria will come for you tomorrow. You can say police is around guarding you people. Look, guilty conscience will worry people if you don't do right. It's time for you people to redeem yourself now. Sit down and get the right judgments. Sit down and think yourself. What they said something. What they told us from a kid. One was one kid. You know, our family. They say we told the part of family. Look, told the part of your family. Don't be a Tinubu's name, because if you give judgment to Tinubu, you are going to pay for it. It's not today, but tomorrow you are going to pay for it. Nigerians will ask you tomorrow because we are not happy. We vote for Mr. Obi. You people decided to give to this to the children. Sorry, I'm in shame. I feel shame. God, you judge every one of us. What we are doing today, God, you judge us tomorrow. Allah will judge us tomorrow. Better do the right thing. And history will be your part. Thank you, Mr. Nejawat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you. All right. I think somebody else will call in before I come back to the panel. Come to Mr. Chuksobiboise. Please hold on, Mr. Chuksobiboise. Okay. Let me quickly return the Mr. Tony's call. So I'm trying to return your call. If you are listening to me, you are not picking. All right. Okay. Let me go back to the panel. You know, returning people's call and you don't pick on time. Sometimes it's like that. All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you for your time. Let me come back to the panel again. Mr. Chuksobiboise, thank you very much, sir. I would like you to talk to us. Good evening to you. What's your take?
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, everybody on the panel.
Thank you, sir.
Those on the comment section, those who are watching us around the world, you are the reason why we are here. Please like, subscribe, and share. It is very, very important to us. Then if you buy us coffee, we will not reject it. Yeah, it's a Mr. Elvis, it's that video you showcased. This is to tell us the kind of problem we are in. I mean the video of that, I don't know if it's middle-aged man, young man, or old man. I can't say. They say people might see that video and they don't understand what is playing out there. What is playing out there is this. It is ignorance. Completely. That person genuinely, he doesn't know where his problem comes from. Because just like you and I, we were born into this problem. I am saying this every time. When you are born in a particular environment, all you know is everything around there. There's no way you're gonna change. Sometimes I say people talk about family inheritance. Yes, because you see, the kind of food you eat today tells the family you come out from. It's as simple as ABCD. Because if they never see McDonald's, why would McDonald's be hungering him? No. If he gets off in the morning, he eats his akpu with banga soup or with any soup. He comes back in the afternoon, he eats his yam. Then in the night, he's back to swallow. There's nothing he will be thinking about tea or whatever. He doesn't know what is tea. So that is what is worrying so many Nigerians. And this is why it is important that spaces like this, like Violence Space, like Niger Watch, like Magnus Oreka, all these people, social media are coming out to educate. Remember, we said this, we are here not because we can physically go there and do anything. No, we are here because we know our voices goes far. And that's why we're taking that chance to educate. You see, sometimes when we come here, if there's interjections and all that, because somebody said something we don't believe, that is educating the public. So this is why this kind of platform is very, very important. Sometimes when people come and say, hey, they're just talking. Leave it for us. It is working. We might not understand that this is working. Because you see that young man, when he listened to the analysis, what people said about that, why he's suffering, not the reason they told him he's suffering. Because most of them, imagine, I've been saying this in the past, if you take everybody that lives in Nigeria and take them to a settled environment where they see how things work, if they come back, they are not waiting for tomorrow. That day they come back, all of them come back. that is the day, the change, because if I say revolution, they might misunderstand me. But you see, that day, the change we're looking for will arrive that day. So that is the major issue Nigerians are facing. These young men and women who are in Nigeria, I am telling you, it is because they lack that knowledge. That is why things are happening like that. If you listen to that man, he doesn't care. Or he cares because that is what he met when he was born. He was told, hey, all you got to do is seek your daily bread. Because Nigeria, you never even work for tomorrow. It's daily bread everybody is collecting. Nobody is collecting to keep for tomorrow. And that's why I tell people that it will be very, very difficult to go on a strike in Nigeria. I said it. It will be very, very difficult because you got to think about these people who live on daily basis. If they don't go out, they will not eat. It is as simple as ABCD. It is like that. So that's why so many of so many people, you see them, those who knows, they can't do anything. It's just like I think Madam Helen said, you go, you see people discuss it on a low key. They're discussing it on a low key because, we are not built in that kind of society that people will say, hey, we have a group. Somebody can stand up and say, hey, in this area, can we do something to help? Can we actually do something? This is what is lacking. You go in, all these organized societies, you get all these people, and that's where we get, the matured people that can come out and say, hey, look, youth, this is not how it's supposed to be. We are not going to allow this. Let us walk, protest, let us do this and do that. That is the society that works. But in Nigeria, so many, even all these governmental NGOs that should be taking care of this, they are even chasing them away. They are chasing them away. That's why we can see some of them, Sarap or whatever. They come out, oh, you cannot do this, federal government. Within 1 minute, federal government is doing that and nothing happens. Nothing happens. Because even if you call them to mobilize people, they're going to fail. They can't. They can't mobilize people because hunger. The people are living day by day. This is what is going on. Like all those setup and co was established to checkmate all excesses of all these people. But how can they do that? They can't do that. It is difficult for them to do it because they don't have the food to feed the people that will support them in doing that. So that is the problem. We need to find how we're gonna get our people out of those kind of thinking. Because even these places we are living today, so many people suffered for it. So many people fought for it. And it's this kind of things that are happening now that was happening then. But because they were so organized then, they were so informed. And, in a way, they have jobs. Because the biggest thing that is, killing the morals of everybody in Nigeria is lack of job. When you have job, you are independent. You can do what you want. Who else is going to take this consequence? It is you. Send you. But most people don't have job already. So how can you mobilize them? It is difficult. But that is why we're here. We got to do it. We seriously got to do it. Nigeria, if we leave Nigeria for Akwado and his men, we see them backing. Thank God, Mr. Elvis. Thank you for your wisdom for saying, hey, we don't need to talk about these people here. Because they are finished. They're just looking for where to hold hand to be relevant so that people still speak about them in a good reason. Because once you talk about those nonsense they are spitting there, you are talking about them in a distance. Even the man who is going around, he has agreed that they might be paying him in future. He has agreed. So those are the kind of things we don't need to talk about. We don't need them. You know. So I'll go quickly to Aguado appealing to Supreme Court, not to listen to the prayers of PDP and the Labour Party. Well, I mean, this is their right. They can do that. It is their right. So whatever they like, let them tell the Supreme Court. The fact is, we don't have confidence in Supreme Court. That is the main thing. What they said to the Supreme Court and how they beg him and how they said this, it's normal. It's normal court this thing. That's why it's called prayers. That's why it's called prayers. So it is normal. They come out there to do what to say what they said. But our main issue is not how they present themselves or how they want to defend themselves. Our issue is that the Supreme Court or the judicial system has a big, big problem. And I can say it boldly. Because during the time of appeal court, we see how they messed up everything. We've seen it. It doesn't matter. The appeal court shows a lawyer coming out to say, if you own a foreign passport, once it expires, your identity expires. So it's not that kind of court we're talking about. We are focusing on the reality. If they like, let them say anything. Because whatever they said, the court is not even going to look at what they said or what we said. Except that they want to do. Like our brother who calls from Abuja said, check your conscience. If you don't have conscience, I don't have to give you one. But remember, whatever happens in Nigeria will touch you and I. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your class. It doesn't matter how big or how rich you are. If anything happened to Nigeria, it will go wrong. But brothers and sisters, all obedience, don't give up. Let us fight till the end, because I'm sure we will get victory. But the victory might not be the way we expect it. So let us keep on fighting. I yield here, Mr. Elvis. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tricks. God bless you, sir. Thanks for your submission. Okay, let me, guys, press on the like button. I appreciate every one of you, your time with us. Please help us to press on the like button. Let our voices go far. I'll call on Madam Busy Brains. Madam Busy Brains, thank you very much for joining us today. Happy weekend to you. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Uncle Elvis, please, can you pass me? You called me. I was, yeah.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Mr. Edwin. It's good to have you on the panel, sir. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. Mr. Edwin, are you there? All right, Mr. Edwin, you are not there.
Hello, good evening, Nigeria Watch. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
How is everything? Yeah, fellow panelists, I greet all of you double. I thank everyone. Grassroots will be good. Thank you very much for your submission. I just want to pass a very short message to the Supreme Court, if I'm allowed, Nigeria Watch. Now, from the meeting you people had this afternoon, allegedly, you, the Supreme Court justices, now you've all have agreed that you, the judges, are going to get $15,000 each, and with other mouth-watering benefit that will come later, allegedly. And 4 of you that has agreed to vote in for Tinubu have agreed to also bring in the other 3 judges along to make it 7 judges as a roll of all voting for Tinubu. And now, Fagbemi has now opted out himself, and Ibrahim Mazari, Justice, has now been brought in, which is now the master player to now make sure other judges are carried along. And the painful part is that all the entire judges that came to this meeting this afternoon to suppress other judges to agree, you people should know that as you are selling the future of Nigeria, you are selling the birthright of your grandchildren and great grandchildren. And it will never be well with any of you that participated in this meeting this afternoon that decided to now seize Nigeria and seize it beyond. I will make you all to understand that every foot that walks quick and every leg that walk quick, the eyes that sees quick also see it. Now you people have hold on that meeting. You've concluded, and $15 million, I don't know what it will do for your entirety, your generation, your great-grandchildren. I wonder how much you're going to save for them. The respect, the regard, the honor of Nigerians in the world stage, you people have decided to bury it this afternoon. Well, Nigerians have nowhere else to run to. But I think the international body, the international environment that you people are doing these things are going to see you. And the good thing is this: with the judgment from Chicago State University, with the judge find it necessary to send you details about what and how they came to their judgment, which you all have received, and now you decide to say put it behind the table and do what you want to do for Agbado. Well, as you are doing it, your conscience will bury you along. Unless when you start to hold on to justice and be honest to yourself and to do Nigeria good. This country raised you up, gave you education, and you people went through education, and you people were granted the need to serve this nation. By the time of your need, you all have decided this afternoon to turn your back against the nation and just give one man credit, give one man justice. And when you are giving him justice, it's a justice he never deserved. He was a criminal, and it was affirmed to be a criminal, allegedly. And now you people are not going to work on that. And some of you even raised the motion in your meeting that what happened in America is in America boundary and not in Nigeria. Those retired judges that convince you to say Nigeria is Nigeria, America is America, I want you all to know this thing is the birthright of your children you've all showed this afternoon. It will never be well with those that has been part of this thing. For the benefit of every Nigerian that you try to put in a total disarray, it will never go well with you all. And you, Ibrahim Mazari, Justice, they've brought you now to come and play the last game and convince the many 3 judges to play along this afternoon. Justice Mazari, mind you, you are a Muslim, judging and lying to the fate of man and before God, your Allah, is boko, is haram, and is not allowed. But you, in the name of money, I wonder what $50 million will give every one of you that has been voted in. So, I just want you people to know that Nigerians, the obedient, they have eyes to the ground. They have ears to hear. And they have mouth to speak up. Next week, you are going to announce those that will be on bench. We are waiting patiently. But for you, for today and tomorrow, and for your generation to come, they will pay endlessly. And nobody from your generation will ever grow to know peace and to get justice in Nigeria. It shall be a curse that you put as a speck upon them and your great grandchildren. so shall it be with you people. Nigeria, what are you? Nigeria, what are you?
Thank you very much, Mr. Edwin. Thank you, sir, for your submission. Let me take a call before I come back to other people. Thank you very much. Love God is my strength. Thanks for calling in, madam. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Okay, thank you, Nigel. Thank you. You know, good evening, everyone on the panel and everyone on the comment section. And thank you, our mommy diaspora. And I've not seen Sister Patricia for a very long time. I hope she's okay. If she can hear me, we'll meet her. Please, we miss you. That's now what I want to say. You see, Nigeria. When you look at the problem of Nigeria, you just ask yourself, what can we do? We just ask yourself, what are we going to do? I listened to that interview that lady did to all those our men in the north. And look at the way they are talking. And they will be crying that they don't have money. And they think that this is the best life for them, to be going around begging people for money, looking for scrubs to eat. All of them are not even thinking that the society they are living is not working for them. I look at Nigeria and say, Nigeria, look, to me, I feel that Nigeria will need to start from the beginning. There's something that needs to be done because everywhere is corrupt. Everybody is looking for what they are going to eat. Now we are going to Supreme Court. There's everything going, we are hearing everything that is going on, but we can't say, we can only say allegedly. So what are we going to do? The only thing that we can do, yes, we are talking, and it is right for us to talk so that we can educate people. But my brother, Evans, let me ask you one thing. Nigeria Watch and everybody, how do you feel in yourself? The way me I feel, I will tell you, I feel as if I'm getting drained. I feel as if I'm getting tired because as you continue to do, it's like as if the more you look, the less you see. With Nigeria problem, Nigeria is really corrupt. Now everybody's looking for how they are going to get their own money because of the ones that they did in the appeal courts. They've taken the money and they've escaped. So they don't say, oh, if those one too can take their money, let us also take our own money and go. For me, I will tell you the truth. All my brothers and sisters here, I'm not looking at the Supreme Court. I know they have already gang up everything. And if they can ignore what is going in America and say it does not concern Nigeria, that is to say Nigeria doesn't care. And one thing I pity these people, I pity everyone that will sit and give a wrong judgment. They should think that they will have children and they will have grandchildren. And let me tell you, they've all kept everybody, they've kept all their children in all departments. So they are going to continue from there. What I will just say is that what I will say is that God should just come and help us. That's me, because I've looked at it, I don't know what to say. Nigeria is really corrupt. We have prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. Nothing is happening. So what are we going to do? God will not come and help us. Only what we are going to do is to say one day change will happen. Because for me, in my own mind, if I see what is in my mind, is for us to just scatter everything and start again. Thank you.
Thank you, ma. God bless you. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much, my people. Thanks for everybody for your patience. I would like to quickly appreciate Mr. Charles Zedowen. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate every one of you that have supported me today. Seven girl made that. Thank you very much. Ella, IG, once more. Love God is my strength. Amaka Fujabi, Stella Masevedo. And God bless all of you, my people. Appreciate you all. Please do your part if you're hearing my voice right now to press on the like button. You know, as we still have a couple of people here to speak to us. Thank you, my people. And God bless you now. All right. I don't know if Madam Busy Brain is already ready now to speak, or I move on to the next person.
I am, Guy Elvis. You called me just as I was doing. Anyway, I couldn't talk.
That's fine. Thank you, Madam. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Sir. Good evening. Honestly, thank you for keeping watch, and thank you for this platform. You know, that we can come and deliberate, we can come and encourage each other, we can come and inform each other, we can come and learn, we come and take and be blessed. Not only that, it is therapeutic for somebody like me. I observe all protocols. I greet you all those on the panel. I say good evening to all those on the comment section, those watching, listening, participating in any way. I say good evening to you all, and to all those who have sown their seed this afternoon or evening or morning, whatever the time is, to you, may you never run dry. Where you have pulled that token to bless this work of God that Mr. Elvis is doing, may your pocket never run dry. And may all those who are in this fight for real, I ask that God will give us wisdom on how to go about this fight. Because it is not, I want to just encourage us. I heard voices of people like the lady that just called Love of God. I understand exactly her feeling. It's like everywhere you turn, every stone you turn, there is a corrupt person in the corner. They have instituted their own, they have placed their own corrupt, demonic servant, slave to carry the baton for them. But let us not be perturbed. I'm going to use, I draw my strength from my faith. And I'm going to say this. As many as we think are corrupt, those that are not corrupt, or those that have the moral compass, or those that have the spirit of good in them, are more in number. But unfortunately, they are not ones that speak out. They are quiet. They are afraid. They have no courage. We are here to talk and to give them courage. And to say, even if they don't come out, for those that are feeling discouraged, the few that have come out will be the battle axe that will fight this fight. Because God does not need an army. I think it was Gideon who was going to war. He carried thousands of millions of his men to go to war with the enemy, who was also carrying millions of men to fight against the people, the children of Israel. But what happened? God brought down the number of the people that were going to war to only 300. 300 men defeated millions. So those whose heart is willing, who have courage, I keep saying, we need to have courage. In this fight, it is not, you cannot go into it without fear. Yes, there is fear of uncertainty. There is fear of what will happen to me if I speak up, if I go out, if I do this. What will happen to my children, to my daily bread? What will happen? The people will call me names. It is time we block those fear, regardless, and step out in faith. It is that faith. They say faith is an active verb. It's a doing word. You cannot just sit down and say, God, come, deliver me, help me. You have to go and fight. We are saying we are looking at Israel every time. Israel, oh, the birthplace of Jesus. But we've seen Israel, since its inception, they have always fought war. Those of you who are crippled with the fact that Christian, you be quiet. You are crippled with that knowledge. The person who God called after my own heart is David. And no king fought battle as much as David. David fought. He by a lot of people in order for him to survive and to sustain and to remain in his faith and in his calling and in his belief, to fight for his future, for his generation. He had to go to the battlefront and fight. We sit down and we are asking, oh, let God, let one of the people that Oga Elvis showed us, that God will deliver us. How will he deliver you when he is giving you 2 arms, 2 legs, a mind? How will he deliver you? He's giving you everything to go. Step out in faith. Be courageous, my people. It is not going to be without bloodshed. Somebody will buy. We are buying already. People are buying already. One chance, people are taking their own. Boko Haram are taking their own. Hunger is taking their own. People that are going to shrine are taking their own. It's just because they've not come to your turn yet. Your turn is coming. Your turn is coming. Sit down in that your house and say, God will come. Sit down, let the team come and meet you. Instead of you to fight it face to face. The evil that we run away from today, we will live to fight it tomorrow. Why do you think that we are where we are today? It is because good men like you sat behind and let the evil men to take it. They sat behind for so long and said, God will do it. God will do it. God will judge. God will this. Leaving the work that God has given you to do in the hands of the evil and the corrupt. That is why we are where we are today. That is why this man has been able to amass 15 million. 15 million to give to each judge. $15 million, not naira, to give to each judge of the Supreme Court. Because when we were supposed to speak out, do the needful, we left it for only one man to do the fight. May his soul rest in peace, Gani Fawehinmi. We left it to him. We left it to him to fight this institute. That then this man has not even built the institution of criminality that he has built now. Imagine if 2 or 3 or 4 people had backed Gani Fawehinmi. This man would have been out by now. We will not be fighting this demon right now. Right now, a lot of energy, a lot of power is required to uproot him because he has put his roots deep. We need to go deep. And we thank God that we are at a time like this where we are seeing what we call the deep fake. And we thank God that we are at a time like this where we are seeing what we call the deep. I can hear my voice, and I don't sound nice. I can hear my voice, and I don't sound nice. Please, can somebody mute their end? You know, this man he's deeply rooted his corruption deep into the fabric of our society. So before we will need to take it out, it is not as when Gani Fawehinmi was fighting him, where he can just use one machete and uproot him. Now we need a bulldozer to go deep and pull it out. We cannot afford to be tired and be and cave in. Within your own word, don't be. Madam Helen said, like in Abuja, you can hear people talking in offices. Nobody is coming out. It's because Nigerians are looking for a leader. Nigerians are looking for somebody that will tell them what to do. Please, we don't need to wait for Oga Peter Obi to tell us what to do. But within your own small groups, organize yourselves. Organize yourselves. Those with the same moral, same value, those that are believing that this man is doing evil to us. Organize yourselves in those groups and strategize. Strategize. And then you link up with other groups in different locations. It might be, let me say, for example, in Abuja now, let us say Gwarimpa. Those that are living around Gwarimpa can organize themselves. Then we go to Nyanya. They should have cells. There should be cells around. That way we will feel strengthened. Because one person is sitting down thinking, how can I do it? I get it. Okay, now get up. Identify people that are like you, that think like you, that are of the same mind. Let us come in strength in groups of 10, 20. It doesn't matter how small. But then the main goal is to link up with another cell. Nigerians, this is not the time to sit back and play and say, let God take control. God has given you control. He said, you are gods. If you read that Bible that you are always claiming that you sit down and wait for one Daddy Gio to tell you what to do, to tell you when to stand up, when to get up, when to fight. You know, in your Bible, it tells you that you are a God. Everything you want to happen, it is within your power to be able to achieve it, to make it happen. So why are you a weakling? Why are you sitting down there expecting your government to deliver you? Your government has shown you they are there for themselves. Look at now. What are we seeing? Judiciary, they are being corrupted. Everywhere you turn, left, right, and corner is being corrupted. But guess what? If you sit down like that and think that the laws will favor you, right now it is not favoring you. They are dismantling the little sacred laws that are supposed to protect you, the poor man. They are dismantling it. So now when they say thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not forge, you think that because Tinubu is getting away with it, when you go and do your own, will you get away with it? Nyesom has not gotten away with it. So when you go and do your own stealing, you go and do your own drug trafficking, the courts will deal with you according to Tinubu's law. Because Tinubu and his cohorts are above the law. But for you, the common man, you are not above the law. That is what they are showing us. And what makes them think that they are above the law? It is the same blood that rolls in their veins that roll in your own. What makes them more Nigerian than you? What makes them more special than you? It is because you sat back in your lazy chair and sat down and be expecting God to come down from heaven and come and do it for you. That is why they are there. That is the only difference. They were bold enough to take up the step and go and corrupt the system and take and run with it. You are sitting down there praying, God, you think they will work for you? You think they will do anything good for you? You better wake up and smell the coffee. You don't buy already. So just get up from your buying bed. Get up from that kitchen that is empty, full of rats. Get out of there and go and identify people like you. You don't have it, you have the power. You have the power as long as you have breath in your lungs. You have blood running through your veins. Step out and see what God will do. That is when God will step in. When Peter wanted to walk on water, when God told him, Jesus told him to walk, he was afraid, but he took courage. He took courage. He still had fear that he might sink, but he took courage. And the moment he stepped on the water, his faith built up. He now walked on water. But yes, the moment he now started looking at the problems around him, he now started sinking. I am encouraging you to walk on water now. Step out of your comfort zone, or else the Gary you are seeing today, you will not see it. The rats that are competing with you in your kitchen, they will come and be eating you tomorrow because you don't even have the energy to run and go and buy them. Nigerians, wake up. It is not the end. As long as we still have breath in our lungs, we can still fight this and we can still win it. Organize yourselves from the grassroots level. Organize. Get people together. Strengthen your own spirit. Because when two or more gather, that is where you get strength. You strengthen yourself in the fact that you have the same goal. You are fighting the same purpose. Strengthen yourself and get this cabal out of power. Because the laws that they will bring will not favor you. You will continue in your abject poverty till you die and you are 6 feet under. That is even if you are 6 feet under, because there might not be any money that will even carry, they will have coffin to even bury you. Vulture will be what will finish you, because you might even be dying on the road. You don't even know. Better do something now before it's too late. Do something, Nigerians. Wake up and do something. Wake up. Don't sit down there in your slumber. Don't sit down there in your laziness. Lazy. This one said it. He called you people lazy. Lazy. Stand up. I know that the fear is there. But I am telling you, if you take that one step, God will now come in. That God that you are saying will take control. That is when he will take control. But he needs to see you act first. Because if you do not act, to him, he thinks you are enjoying it. To him, he thinks you believe, you agree with the corruption, with the evil that is going on. You have to show that you hate it. You disdain it. The reason why David is called a man after God's heart, not because he did not sin. He sinned, but because he recognized that he has sinned and he went to cry on God and he was ready for any punishment that God would give him. And he took it and he moved on and he sinned no more. I'm not saying that because Tinubu has sinned, in he is corrupt. You two are not. You are not. You are thinking maybe because you two are not perfect like the Tinubu. Nobody is expecting you to be perfect. But the mere fact that you are not going to sit down in that scene, in that agreement that okay, we don't sin now. Look at those useless people talking on that video. What is the forgery? They are dismissing the crux of the matter. They are thinking of only their stomach. If the crux of the matter is dealt with, that corruption, that evil is dealt with, they will see food nyafu nyafu. Opportunity will cascade totally down to them. But all they are thinking is their stomach. Useless people. I speak to those kind of uselessness. They will buy in that uselessness, sitting down. Government, Tinubu is the problem. Then what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it if he is the problem? You just sit down there and talk and you call yourself a man. But I get up from that stupid lazy chair that you are sitting under that tree and go and do something. If they leave you now, you have palm wine in front of you, beer in front of you to numb your uselessness so you can carry on to get courage. Get out and do something. Do something. I'm speaking to those Nigerians that are weak, but they want to do something. I am saying you can do it. You can do it. It's just for you to take this step and then let God come in. The GOs are sitting down in their comfort zone. They fly in private jets. They don't go to the same markets like you. They don't go to the same hospital like you. Their children don't go to schools the way the same schools you do. Even those ones that your tithes have contributed to build their school. Your children cannot even afford to go into the school. When will you wake up and smell the coffee? Your mumu never do. Your mumu never do. Oga Elvis, let me catch my breath here and drink some water. Thank you very much.
Wow, Madam Busy Brains, thank you so much. I can see the passion, but for me, that's what I want, because the situation in Nigeria, now all of us now they inside together. So I understand the pains. I understand your expression. All I can say is thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, my people. Now, God will bless you now. I'd like to hear from others here. Oga Felix, are you there with us, sir? Okay, I'll come back to you since you're not available. Let me quickly go to Engineer Francis. Engineer Francis, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
Good evening to you, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. Happy weekend to you. Please talk to us.
Happy weekend, everybody. And don't worry, we're getting there. Let me say something to the Supreme Court, first of all. I hear a lot of the narratives from the APC guys calling on this technicality here, technicality there. Well, Supreme Court, let me talk to you guys. In 1854, Florida versus Georgia, the United States Supreme Court ended up saying that when the apex court of the land decides a case based on technicalities, justice is defeated. You are the apex court of the land. When you decide a case based on technicalities, you have defeated justice. So all these people saying, "Oh, the ticket is not filing something upward or front load or back load or whatever," all those technicalities, the apex court will sweep them to the side and deal with the meat of the issue. Remember this, it's 1854. So it's a case that I'm quite sure some of you guys may have encountered when you were in the law school and stuff. Florida versus Georgia. U.S. Supreme Court said when the apex court of the land decides cases based on technicalities, justice is defeated. I don't know how you guys are going to put this in your pile of lies, but I also want you guys to make a decision before you even have your very first sitting that you guys are going to deliver this, your whatever your verdict is, that you guys will deliver it live on TV or everywhere and let the country bear you witness. Why I said this, Mr. Tinubu, that stunt you pulled with the tribunal, I still don't understand what that chief of staff was doing in, I mean, that defense or army, whatever, your top army guy. I don't still understand what he was doing in that courtroom that day. Whether he has his thing under the table pointing at the justices so that they will be saying what he told them to say, or whether he's there to remind them that his guys have their people kidnapped or somewhere where they will buy them if they rule in the other way. Whatever it is, I'm not going to get into that. But the Supreme Court, you guys have to definitely be serious. If he has given you guys money and you know if you say no now, your end will be next day, fine. Pull a John McCain on them. You know John McCain, Senator John McCain here in the US? Pull a John McCain on him. Remember when Obama finished setting up this Obamacare, the Obama health care, and Trump came in. Trump wanted to dismantle the Obamacare, to pull it down and blah, 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 because it covered everybody, people that have no money and people that had money. So Trump was whipping his, they were whipping the senators, and they felt they had the votes. On that day, guess the last senator that voted? That was Senator John McCain, and he planted it that way. He didn't want any body or anything to be done after he has voted. On that day, the votes were like waiting on one more vote, either in favor or against. On that day, John McCain walked up there and he lifted up his hand as if he was going to give them a thumbs up and then pointed it down and says no. That was John McCain. He pulled a fast one. That was how their attempt died. So nobody even talked about revoking Obamacare anymore. So justices, I'll tell you, take his money, in fact, ask him for more. If 15 is too small, ask him for 50. On that day, pull a John McCain on him. And let me tell you who you will be facing. Like right now, from what INEC says, he has 8.9 million Nigerians. So if you vote against him, you will be facing 8.9 million Nigerians. But guess what? On that day, when you put your thumbs down, you have more than 13 million. From Atiku, from Obi's camp combined, you have more support of Nigerians than they do. So I don't see why you should be afraid to carry out justice. I don't even see where you guys will hide if you want to pull a technicality as what you will hinge on to decide a case of this magnitude, because technicality will not work. It's not for the apex court of the land. Yeah, the lower courts can do that, but you will deal on the meat of the issue, the Constitution. And if the Constitution says bring one goat, whether the procedure says bring one goat through the window or bring one goat through the back door, those are technical issues. The point is you brought one goat. That's the Constitution. So all those areas where you guys try to bring policy and procedural issues and use it to make the Constitution moot, that is wrong. You guys know that. What are you expecting the kids of tomorrow to learn? I don't say go and fight hand to hand with Tinubu, take his money. On that day, do that right thing and see how 14 million people will come in your support. So, Nigerians, I don't know what else to say other than we have entered a one chance. And that one chance is that Constitution that allows somebody to be sworn in when there's a big dispute going on who the winner of that office is. That's the one chance that the National Assembly just dealt us. Because that May 29, that date should not be do or die date. That date can be movable when the case is solved. That was why they put it in such a way that Buhari would have still been in there while this thing is being resolved. Now it's being resolved, but you have handed the mantle over to somebody who is a defendant. And what do you expect from him? He will do everything to make sure it doesn't work in your favor. Who will want to, all of a sudden in the middle of the night, to pack his things and say he's leaving without a ceremony? So Nigerians, we have been dealt a one chance by our National Assembly. As a matter of fact, to me, they are even the worst criminals in this, because they go there and they still do what they are doing, but they are not seeing the chaos this thing they left us is causing. They should be the ones that should be sleeping in that National Assembly, trying to get something that when they put it up, it will now solve this problem. Now we are going to look at this, and then when this is passed, everybody will forget it, that we still don't have a serious situation. That emperor we have is naked. So guys, in the National Assembly, the emperor you give us is naked. That is not a constitution. Because you cannot tell me that you will swear in somebody and that person is still a defendant against you, and then you hand that somebody everything, knowing that that office is the office that controls the law enforcement, the police, the DSS, everybody. If you will leave that law the way it is, then make it in such a way that when that person is sworn in and he's still a defendant in a petition, make it in such a way that the powers of the control of the law enforcement, the police, the DSS, everybody, will be handed over to the person that is opposing him. Do something. Don't give us this kind of nonsense you have. Who can exist in this kind of vacuum? The person that controls, and then he even controls the police instead of the Department of Justice. Department of Justice are the ones that will say, police, go and arrest Mr. A. And then they will send a message to the executive, to order the police to go do that. What kind of nonsense is that? It's supposed to be the judge is signing it, Bawai is going to the police and they are going to enforce that law. But you guys are doing things as if you guys are blind. You are not, because you guys visit here. You see how it works here. Very smooth. But you go, you think Nigeria is not worth it. Why? If Nigeria is not worth it, why then are you looking for any position in Nigerian government? What are you doing? Anyway, Supreme Court, you guys are the ones I will address in more details maybe later. But the big point is this, please. If your hands are tied, no problems. Play a John McCain on that day. But before you guys start, please make it known to us and write it on stone. However you guys write your final order, that decision will be broadcast live to the whole nation. We don't want a situation where they will come and hear you first and be sure you dance to their tune before they can now release the press and say it's a gag order. They are already working on muting the social media. So just do that, so we will be right behind you. On that day, stand for justice. Help Nigeria. Nigeria has entered a one chance. And please, 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 thank you. Niger Watch, thank you. Oops. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought I was up for all this while.
No, we can. It's a Niger Watch.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Engineer Francis, thank you, sir. God bless you. Thanks for your wonderful submission. All right. Let me quickly hear from F. Emmanuel. Can you hear me, sir? F. Emmanuel, are you there? Okay. F. Emmanuel is not available right now. And Oga Felix, you're not available as well. Okay. Let me quickly take this here so that I can call on those of you that have spoken before, but let's take this together quickly. I have a couple of things to take here. Currently, right now, even a South Africa, what is happening there concerning Nigerians. Let me quickly put this on screen. Bear with me, my people. Please press on the like button, my people. We're going to be having our final submission shortly after this presentation. Also, as you can see right there, I'd like to quickly just take the South Africa ignores Nigerians, grant Ghanaian passport holders free visa passage. As you can see, let me read this from here. This decision announced by the South African High Commission in Ghana on Friday following an agreement between the government of South Africa and Ghana signifying strengthening of ties and a new phase of diplomatic relationship between both countries. The High Commission of the Republic of South Africa has been honored to inform the Republic of Ghana that both governments agreed to implement the waiver for visa exemption for ordinary passport holders for cumulative period of 90 days per annum, with effect from 1st November 2023. According to this article here, Nigeria was left out and without no reason. So if a fellow African country are already treating Nigeria like this, what do you expect a European country, a Western world to do to us? I never see anything, including una way they say, yes, na Tinubu una want, na Tinubu una want. I never see anything. This is just the beginning. The beautiful thing about it is that it's going to affect everybody. It will affect all of us together. So it's not going to be say na only una we support APC that I go to enjoy that. No, if I now go even so far and pass. Let's take this one and see what is currently This one surprised me. Hear this man out and listen to what they have to say here. One moment. Let me put the volume on.
As Palliative Black Iwan Sosa, I am the chairman of Shokaye. For now, I am the chairman Shokaye CDA. And I was just at home now, and they brought this for me as palliative for the whole of Shokaye estate. In this estate, we have 147 houses with families and tenants living there. I'm confused now. I don't know how to share this for 147 households in Shokaye estate. If you guys, the government, I'm talking to Dakpo Abiodun now. If you people know you cannot do something, don't do it. We are not hungry, we are not beggars. So we don't need your rice as palliative. This is not even one bag. This is not up to an eighth of a bag of rice. Tí ò bá ṣe é ṣe, ẹ má force ara yín láti ṣe, à ń ṣe lébi mí báyìí. So èmi aláìkí gbé rice yìí padà, kó bá mi gbé lọ fún Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún, kó gbé padà sí ọ̀gá ẹ̀ Tinubu tó rán, kó gbé fún àwọn ọmọ wọn. À ń ṣe lébi, Ọlọ́run ò dẹ̀ ní ṣe wálé lébi. So that is it. We don't need this rice. If you want to give us palliative, don't insult us. This is an insult. Shokaye estate refused to be insulted. God bless you.
How can you give this bag of rice? This is not even full bag of rice. To how many people? Let me play that again because I forget how many number of people we say give them. Listen.
Black Iwan Sosa. I am the chairman of Shokaye. For now, I am the chairman Shokaye CDA. And I was just at home now, and they brought this for me as palliative for the whole of Shokaye estate. In this estate, we have 147 houses.
Okay. In the estate, they have 147 houses with this rice, and each household, let's say two people in each houses, right? Some people might even have more than 2 people in their house.
Let's even say it's one person set in the, so 157 people will share that.
This is something else, man.
It's an insult, honestly.
What a country. Then unusual thing happened today. You know, I was actually following it up on Arise. They were live, you know, today in the north. I have never seen this before. You know, maybe Madam Busy Brace can take us through if this is a caution or I don't know. You know, the government, the okay, let me read for Kano State has officiated a mass wedding ceremony for 1,800 couples funded by the state government. Most of the beneficiaries are primarily widows and divorcees. Additionally, the state government paid almost 50,000 naira in dowry on behalf of each groom to their bride. As part of this mass wedding plan, the couples were also given a bed, bedding, food, clothes, with the couples required to repay the gift to the state government in case of divorce. You know, so now look at this, my people. I have never seen this before.
It's not a northern thing. I beg, I've never heard it. It's politics.
Okay.
It's them playing politics.
Okay, let me finish.
Will marry them.
Okay. You know, you can see now, these are the brides. They tag all of them. I never see this kind. Me never hear them before. Which these are the grooms. You know, by force, by fire, by force, and I must marry each other. You know, I never see this kind of thing for my entire life before. You know, see the bed where they do the thing, start to the bomb. They give them, say, by fire, by force, it must happen. And the funny part of it is that this was televised live today on Arise and Channels Television for more than 3 hours. They were televising it. You know, look, I don't understand what is going on in Nigeria anymore, to be honest. I'm not getting it. I don't understand it. I don't know. I don't know. The country matter don't be as it gets, man. You know, so let's move on, my people. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. I'd like us to give our final submission on this particular issue that I've showed, but before that, let me take this call. Law of God is my strength. You're calling back again, madam. Please
I'm really sorry that I call. I just want to quickly say something. You see this system of hunger that Nigeria is using, it started from where this man, Tinubu, came back from America. Before, we were born us in late 60. We enjoy well. In the school that we are going, they were giving us food in the body house. Free food. Our school fees was being paid for. Jacondi was doing everything. When this man came back, he brought this system of agberolism that they start to collect money from people. He's the one that brings this system to the government of suffer them with hunger, then you cannot use them for politics. And Nigeria, let us open our eye. We are not two countries. The North is operating one, and we or the South is operating another one. This is the marriage. They are giving them to marriage, to bomb, and to populate the country. And there's no money to eat. They are all suffering. Just go to bed and sleep as you watch with the woman and burn full ground. And now put them aside to go and do Babi Allah. Sorry for calling. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, madam. Now God will bless you. Me, I never see this kind of thing before because the thing surprised me, man. I never see this kind of thing before. But meanwhile, let's give a final submission, my people. I'll come with give us a mandate. My brother, if you are available, please give us your final submission for today. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for the time. The other ones that were shown, the palliative thing, even that bag of rice that was given, is it enough for that man himself, that elderly man that was given that rice? Okay, now you give him rice, you go add red oil, you go add turkey, you go add chicken, or you go add Maggi join them. I mean, you go just give him rice, you make cook the white rice, chop, and after you chop white rice, what you go take suck am? You see, this matter, it get as a be. These guys, they lack the willpower to change things. They don't understand governance. Governance is beyond giving one bag of rice and to a set of over 100 people, how many people to share. How they want to share them? Okay, every family will get one cup of rice and we'll cook them. Maybe as a cook, they will press rice swell up, because I don't understand what these people do. Well, it tells you if a career criminal cannot do anything better, it cannot. Then for the one of the marriage, I think like Law of God is my friend said, their intention is to continue to give birth and then populate the and keep populating the country, because all they care about is just giving birth and giving birth and giving birth. Whether the children they eat or they no eat, that one are their own government edict. But is this what we is? Man, literacy, and the governor that did this is educated, in quote. The governor is educated. Instead of you giving these people 1,800 couples, instead of you marrying them, why not send them to school to go and learn? Why not give them scholarship? Why not give them money to go into trade? Why not? Misplaced priority. This is the worst of the worst in Nigeria. The worst of the worst in Nigeria. And I'm just hoping that Nigerians take the bull by the horn and we take this country out of the hand of these people. Then we now come to South Africa saying that that is the effect of a bad head, because when the head is corrupt, what do you expect? The old people go suffer, and that is the effect of what is happening now. Tinubu is a drug baron, certificate forger, pager, liar, and the people say, we not go to allow it from this country to come our country because they are number one man na pager, na liar, na certificate forger. So We have to shut our country against them. So that's what they did. I'll just leave my own for here for now. But hopefully we get things right and then we start doing the right thing for our country. But we are not going anywhere until the wrong is right and corrected. Peter Obi gets his mandate and then we get our country back. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a blessed weekend.
Thank you. Give us a mandate, my brother. God bless you. Have a blessed weekend too. Hopefully we'll continue from where we stop. Thank you. Mr. Chuks, please give us your final submission on what we've presented and affiliate it with its current situation in Nigeria. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Elvis. Once again, this is where we Nigerians should be consigned. You know, the arrogance, the impunity of these people. You know, I think I watched a video from Ghana where they went to buy some things to come and share, including rice, just like this, before the election in Ghana. And they were chased back home. I remember, I think, Mr. Elvis, you played that video here some time ago. You know, so this is the height of insult. And this, if you go to that street now, there's no way you're not going to find somebody who is supporting this same evil. And they bring the rice. Imagine 100 and for something houses, right? And that rice should be okay for them. And that is exactly why we talk. You know, when we talk, that we need to be serious against these people. Many of them don't understand. Imagine that man in the earlier video who was saying it doesn't concern him and all that. And they brought this to him. Because his worry is how to feed himself for the day. He's going to collect it. He is going to complain. Just like the elderly man who was complaining. It is the height of wickedness. And if this don't pain Nigerians to come out, I don't know what else will pain them. I don't know what else will pain them to come out. Because you see this simple thing that happened, is telling each and every one of them that every single day, the value of the life you live in Nigeria keep depreciating. You see the same way, the speed, the Naira is depreciating against other currencies. That is exactly how life of Nigerians are depreciating. Make no mistake. In the past, they would have given you more than that. Just think about it. They would have given you more than that. But right now, even though that money is stealing money, they're still keeping it away from you. That is to show you the kind of wickedness these people have in their hearts. How can you even dare call five buildings to give them one bag of rice as a kind of palliative? Is it that you just came back from abroad or you came back from a town to meet people in the village and you say, oh, I brought some, one bag of rice. Mom, can you share it to these, villagers? I think that is what they think they're doing. They forget this is the wealth of the people. And you are giving them, they could have lined them up like the Almajiris, and start giving it to them. And that goes back to exactly what I said earlier. The Almajiris, they don't even know what they're doing because they didn't know any other kind of life. They were born, they were told this is how you're gonna, continue until you become a certain age. That is exactly what is happening. So whenever they want to do something wrong, they do it as culture. If Nigerians allow this to go by, this will become our culture. That if we make noise, they come and share whatever we give to you guys. and they have to be food now because we realize that food is your problem, and they will continue to do that. Please, I'm still begging. Let us use all these incidents as an eye-opener. I remember when I was saying, do not vote for this man, not even one vote. Because if you vote for him, you're not going to see him. He's not going to speak to you. What are we seeing today?
But Mr. Chuk, this guy was not voted for. They rigged the election.
No, I'm saying even one person, even if it is one person who voted for this man, it's a crime. It is a crime because you and I knew, what is that? Charger? You know, you and I knew you're gonna, that is exactly what you're gonna get. And we continue to allow them to do that. So it is not his fault, but our fault, because that man don't supposed to have not even a single vote. And I was saying it that time. Please.
Mr. Chuk, I think it's his fault because he rigged the election.
I know.
He induced Mahmoud Yakub. Mahmoud Yakub allowed himself to be induced. This guy did not. Okay, Peter Obi's vote in Rivers State. Every of Peter Obi's vote was changed for Tinubu now. In Lagos State, Peter Obi had over 1 million votes. They reduced it.
Well, yeah, you are right in one way, but like I said, we need to do something now. We need to take courage from this very last video Mr. Elvis played. That video is disturbing to me. That video is very, very worrisome. Because if they can reduce us to this, then we'll have a serious problem in our hands. I hear here, Mr. Elvis. Have a good weekend, everyone.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chuk. Thanks for your submission. Thanks for coming around. God bless you. All right. Let me hear from. Let's see if. Okay, let me come back to Madam Busy Brains again. Madam Busy Brains, we're rounding up now. So your final submission, ma. Thank you.
What would one say? Nigeria, the level of idiocracy cannot, one cannot one's mind, the brain cannot fathom how Nigerians think. Imagine how much that, look at marrying for 1,800 and something people. That is a couple now, not individual, not the couple. It is a 1,800 couples. So multiply that by 2. That is almost 4,000 people that got married. That the government got involved in getting them married and have given them warning if they are going to separate, they will pay back. So basically, they gave people loan to go and get married. What about loan to do business? Loan to go and farm? Loan to do something productive? But it is loan to go and get married and produce children that the state cannot.
Madam Busy Brain.
Yes, sir.
They want to keep the men and women busy so that they don't think they have a problem.
That is true. Imagine that kind of archaic, stupid idea. And the man that came out, is it not the one that was that stole it from NNPP? That looked like a decent human being. That is why they say looks are deceptive. Let us not look at people and look at them and think that in my tribe they will say that means na human being in be. Sometimes you see human beings with their look, the way they look, then you say, this one a human being. With his gray hair, looking like somebody with experience, somebody that knows waiting day, they don't wake up, somebody that knows when it is morning. Look at the stupid thing he's doing. No ideas. That is the first thing he's doing in his 3 months, 4 months, how long has he been in government? That is the laudable project that they will even announce and put and pay for, that Arise will show it for 3 hours. Hi.
Madam Busy Brain.
Eh?
How does this even look in the eyes of the world?
How does it sound even to even a retard?
And these guys, do they even know? Do these guys, are they human beings? Like, are these guys human beings?
How does a retard just sit down and analyze it? A retard cannot even think of that and think it is a laudable political move. And
apart from political move, now giving birth to children entails so many things. Now there is these guys,
that is the thing. They've not empowered these people in any way. Instead, they are telling them to go and procreate. So now those 1,800 couple will have maybe two children. That is a minimum. But the way you see them, these people love these bedmatics. So they will be giving birth like rats, and they cannot train them. Then they will now unleash these children to Babina Allah. It is so sad. It is so sad that these are the caliber of people that are coming into the helm of affairs. Just imagine. And the person that put him is the thief. The thief that is stealing money and putting it in Babariga. Imagine. What does he know? Look at his face. The criminal, demonic face of a stark illiterate. It's not an illiterate that would sit down and think that this is a laudable political move. That they will think that it is a gesture geared in the right direction. And believe you me, the families of those 1,800 will come and be saying Rankashidede, and be appreciating this buffoon for this buffoonery that he's done. And they will think he's done something massive, something loud, something great. He's departed, he's coming to them, uplifting them from what? Uplifting them from what? What about school? What about saying, okay, you, this 1,500 couples, I'll be 1,800 couples, why don't you go to school? Or what business do you want to do? Let me uplift you out of poverty.
Madam Busy Brain.
Yes.
Even sending them to look for a farmland for them in Kano State.
Hey, do something that will empower them. But can you see how they want to keep them in abject poverty? Now, this 1,800 people, once they have children, tell me if their problem now has not multiplied. So when will they even have the time to even be thinking about good governance? When they'll be sitting down and looking for sadaka? You see, the lifestyle of the northern elite is feudal. I keep saying it on this platform so that people can understand. It is a feudalistic system where the man in power who holds power is seen as next to God. So the crumbs that they give them, they are happy because God is the one that has put them there. That is why we need people to be educating these people. We need these people to be enlightened. There needs to be a roadwork, LP, for the future of this country. I am pleading for organizations to sprout out and for Labour Party to support those organizations that can go into the hinterland and empower these people with knowledge around what good governance looks like. You see, BBC is doing a great disservice to the people of the far north. So my Nigerians, please, when you are angry with the far north for not joining in, they have been enslaved over years and years of misinformation, manipulation, and subjugation and oppression because of the kind of information that is tailored towards them. They continue to tailor information that will keep them enslaved. Propaganda is what they share to them. These Hausa people, not they know propaganda proper because they have been soaking up on propaganda. All these transistor radio that you see, in each they don't have bicycle. They might have hoe, but they must have radio. We call it radio genie, or radio by wire, or however they even used to call it, you know. That is next to life for them, because they so much trust the information that they hear on that transistor radio. And who is giving them that information is BBC. Hausa BBC. Before BBC became BBC English, BBC Pidgin, BBC Yoruba, BBC Igbo, there was BBC Hausa way back, the time of independence. So they have indoctrinated people. They have indoctrinated people seriously in the far north, that these people are suffering, and they do not know that the people that they have put in the helm of affairs are the ones that are enslaving them. They do not know. They do not have access to the information that you and I have. That is why they are still looking. They doctor the information and condition them to continue accepting the narrative that the so-called demonic cabal want. So my plea, while we are still here, what's the name of the Labour Party spokesperson that is so outspoken, the one from Kano State, the Hausa man?
Is it Tambo?
Uncle Yunusa.
Inusa Tanko.
Yes. You see, they need to identify organizations that will go into all this and turn and change the narrative. They need to go to all these grassroots and change it, and people will run with it. There are people that they will identify that will do this grassroots work. Nobody is telling them to turn away from Allah. No, Allah does not want you to be suffering like this. The people that are in Saudi Arabia, they don't even, it's foreigners that come and clean their streets. They are living in abject luxury. They go to Saudi Arabia themselves now, do Hajj. They see how they live the life there. They don't beg, they are not in abject poverty. So Allah does not want that for them. They need to understand that their leaders are the ones that are keeping them and are raping their children and are buying them left, right, and center, bringing Boko Haram to come and finish them. What kind of a suggestion is it that you will bring, you marry for people? How, where do we want to even start with this one now? We are talking of problem. Then this one is not creating more problem. Is it not creating problem? Hey! And then people are sitting down there and just allowing, they kick you. People say that you people won. And then you allowed APC, demonic APC, to come and kick you and bring this demonic man. In fact, he didn't even stay he just came in, isn't it? When they upturned the verdicts. Is that not correct? Please, somebody correct me. So he's not even been there for up to 2 months. Look at the catastrophic problem he's not trying to generate for people. It's a sticking time bomb. Maybe this is his plan. Every year, he'll be bringing, marrying more people. Now it is 1,008. Next year, they will identify 5,000 that they will now marry. Who do this to us? Nigerians. The only way is to really, this is another NGO now. This is what, can you see why I am telling you this demonic West are useless? They are, go now, if you want to do any NGO, any gender thing to change people's mind, anything that will not support their own agenda, where they want Gabriela to become they want to just infiltrate Gabrielas in our country. If it is not a Gabriela agenda, they will not sponsor the NGOs. We need NGOs that will go in there and educate these people, that will empower them. with good governance, if these people have any good and meaningful plans for us, they will not be. These are the kind of projects they should be earmarking. Honestly.
Madam Busy Brain, take it easy, okay? Take it easy. It's unfortunate that we'll find ourselves in this kind of mess. Just take it easy, man.
It is total mess. We are sitting on a sticking. This is a time bomb waiting to just happen. Imagine they will not. These people now give them 5 years. In 5 years, they will have five children each because they don't have work. No work. They've even given them equipment, which is a bed, to do the main work, bedmatics. So that means they are generating. May God punish these people. I rest my case.
All right, thank you, Madam Busy Brace. I appreciate you. Let me take this call quickly. Hold on, sir. I've picked a call. Mr. F.A., thanks for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. Mr. F.A.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you, sir. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us.
I greet you, bro. I greet Nigerians panelists. I greet everybody and the viewer.
Thank you.
God will bless all of you now for Nigeria, for the good job you guys are doing. Both me, I still pray for myself. Amen. Bro, the matter I've been saying, for long, people have been saying this thing that the problem we get for Nigeria, the problem we have in Nigeria, it's not all northerners, so may anybody not prove me wrong. But the northerners, the problem we have in Nigeria, they have been saying this thing. They take, you see all those northern leaders, they take northern youth like zombie. I don't see now the thing don't open. It don't open to everybody now. How can you group some people to come and marry? Oh, for this 21st century, I don't understand. So it get the TV. This northern, most of them, not all of them, most of them, they take Nigeria back forward. You understand me? Because when I see this video, I don't see I see so. The thing I was so shocked. I wet when I see her. You understand me, so bro? Because the thing enough of all those nonsense where they do for that note. Now they be our problem. Most of the problem we will get for Nigeria. You understand me, so those people their mentality is very low. They don't have their mentality is very low. You understand? Because if Northern they behave like this, tell me where would they go?
So Mr. F.A., if you said the Northerners now be your problem, Tinubu not because the last time I checked, Tinubu not be Northerner, being a Northerner.
Good. Tinubu not be Northerner. This interview is a show this evening. Well, all those guys, when that young lady they interviewed them, though she not show her face. Who be all those people? Just because of the the ideology they have, because it's Muslim. Those people, they don't cook them. You understand? They don't just civilized at all. Nothing like civilized for their DNA.
Okay.
I know what they tell you, bro.
Okay. So what about all these satanic spokesperson we call it defense Tinubu for national TV, Yoruba people and all that? Are they Northerners?
Good. They are not Northerners, sir. Because of why those people are doing all those things? Because most of them is their selfish interest and tribalism.
Then why were you generalizing say Northerners are our problem? Nigerians are our problem. I don't accept that.
I said it before. I said not all, but most of them.
Not most of them. Say it how it is. We have Edo people that is useless. That they at the moment now they are supporting Tinubu. I know many Edo useless youth that is supporting Tinubu.
If I may ask, this video, this picture you just showed now, this video you just showed now, with they have just gathered some group of people to marry. This thing is not happening in those days. It's not happening.
But it's a new trend. It go happen tomorrow. You don't know what is happening in those days right now.
No. Those people are very civilized.
Civilized waiting.
Yoruba people are civilized more than this. We don't go far. we don't go fast, sir. But we not deceive ourselves. They will not do it.
All
And
right.
don't believe me, sir. Because you know, me they
Thank
believe you. Those people, they just think they back. They need to wake up.
right.
Wait.
Thank you.
Where religion go take us go?
Okay, we will don't wake up, but we have Tinubu. Is it better to wake up and have Tinubu or to wake up and have them like that?
All right.
Yes, Tinubu.
Okay. Thank you.
Tinubu,
please, everybody hold on. Somebody's still talking.
Because of he have money, he think money will drive the whole Nigeria. And this thing, the way this thing is going, where this thing is going to now, it will be a time, Tinubu himself. Even inside now, he don't regret himself. He don't regret him, man. What did they do so? How can only one person is a bring disgrace to the whole country? Oh my God! What did they happen? And they change for here now, here in Europe, we know they talk saying that Nigeria will perform. If I see Oibo, I don't know. If I don't tell her, if maybe I don't know, I don't get Oibo, I never know. I'll say I'm from another country, Cameroon or Ghana. So
okay. All right, Mr. F.A., I have to let you go now. Thank you very much for calling in.
Thank you,
God bless
bro.
you.
I just want to talk.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you. All right. Let me put it clear, my people, because I understand a couple of us have made this mistake in the past. You know, on my platform, I'm for a better Nigeria. I don't care if you're from Yoruba, Edo State, Igbo, Hausa. I'm not interested. I'm fighting today for a better Nigeria, supporting Obi. I'm not an Igbo man. I'm a proud Edo son. You know, but when I know you can do a job, I don't care where you come from, I'll give you the job. That's how I live my life. The problem we have today in Nigeria, I used to believe that it's the Northerners. I've got to realize that in every tribe, there are so many useless individuals, useless people in every tribes, hopeless, backward people in every tribes. In every state, there are so many useless, satanic people in every state. You see, I was part of the people that criticized Buhari throughout the whole eight years. When people used to talk about the Northerners during the time of Buhari, yes, I have to say that it is. I used to believe that, oh yeah, the Northerners are our problem. You know, even to the extent when Buhari, the major offices in Nigeria, the Northerners, you know, occupied them. And a lot of people discuss it on my channel. And I also watched it being discussed in another channel, other people's platforms, that, oh, major platforms, major offices occupied by Northerners, we can't continue like this and all that. Many times. And many of you can testify to this, that yes, you've seen that or you've heard about it as well. But guess what? Tinubu have just been in office for 4 or 5 months, right? All the major positions occupied by Yorubas. So what are you going to say about it now? Because if you were part of the people that criticized Buhari, that Buhari occupied major important positions with Northerners. Now Buhari is gone. The person that's supposed to rectify these whole issues, to sort it out that, oh, what Buhari was doing was wrong. Let me stand as an example. Yes, let me do something that will make people to remember me. Let me leave a very memorable footprint that anybody will look back tomorrow, the reference to my name in a positive way. But Tinubu failed. I'm not interested what will happen tomorrow. I'm deciding, making my decision on what is going on today. You can see now, we've seen on Channels TV, on television, and Arise TV, they're already accusing Tinubu of being tribalistic in the way he's fixing all your Yorubas in the major places. If I have to start giving you a list right now, you're going to be surprised. So come on, guys. I'm not in support of anybody calling to the show, coming to the show, not even on this platform, anywhere, saying that, oh, I believe our problem is It's just like Oraka was talking the other day. I believe the problem that we have in Nigeria is Yorubas. My brother, if he called now and said, I believe the problem that we have is Northerners. Somebody else will call tomorrow. Maybe my own brother might call tomorrow and I will say, I believe the problem that we have now is Igbos. Maybe my in-law will call the following day, will say, I believe the problem we have in Nigeria is Edo. See, we all are confused. I'm sorry to say if anybody is offended by this. We all are confused. The sooner we get to realize where our problem is coming from, the better for us. We cannot continue to be guessing. Yoruba are the problem, Northerners are the problem. Is Tinubu a Northerner? Tinubu is a Yoruba man. So what is happening today? Are you also aware most of the youth that is insulting Tinubu today? Tinubu is the most wicked person and all that. If they have the opportunity to be there or they got the opportunity to be appointed by Tinubu, they will do worse. Most Nigerians, their minds are satanic. I'm telling you, people, I've said it before. The same way I criticize the government, I will criticize we, the citizens. Many of us, if we have the opportunity to be in that position today, we will be worse. We will intimidate anybody. We will oppress and suppress anybody. Many of us. Before you can see that person that will do the right thing how you want it to be, it's going to be very, very difficult. That is why you see I'm standing behind Peter Obi. Because I've checked, I've tried to foresee this man's character after holding this position. What I'm seeing is that a good Nigeria. I'm not saying nobody paid me to do this. Nobody. I've said it over and over again. And I don't have anything to hide. If anybody pay me, I'll come here, I'll talk about it. I can easily say, somebody paid me to do this, but I'm doing the right thing and I collected the money, right? But nobody paid me for to do that, but I've been offered. I refused it. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. So it's not my thing. It doesn't mean you listening to me right now that I have money more than you. Like I've always said, it's contentment. Life is all about contentment. Depend. It's up to you. For me, contentment. I've always believed on it. That can never change all my life. Maybe that's why I don't mingle that much. I don't go club. I don't go party. I don't smoke. I don't drink. You won't see me anywhere. Contentment. I'm just happy. If now what I get with me, I'm good. I'm happy. Because this lack of contentment is why we all are where we are today in Nigeria. And many of us that is complaining over Tinubu and previous past satanic government, or maybe prospective satanic government, I rebuke that. That shouldn't happen to us again. If you that is complaining about and got the opportunity to be there, you do worse. Okay, what about the youth that we have right now? Some of the youth we have in government, what are they doing? Tell me, how many youth can you actually speak positively about right now that is doing the right thing for you and I? How many? I'm telling you, a country where people's mindset have been captured in a satanic way, a country where you see the youth are justifying and embracing satanism, justifying Yahoo, internet fraudster, other words. You see the youth justifying it. I commented on a platform a couple of days ago, criticizing Yahoo people. They insulted the hell out of me. They abused the hell out of me. Yahoo boy, they packed under my comments. They went to my page. The first thing they said, oh, say you will be Yahoo. Now don't graduate from Yahoo. Now this is that. Look your car. Look how you dress. Look at this. Because that is the only mindset that many of us have in Nigeria, that you can never be living a good life except you engage in fraudulent activities. And once you have somebody in your family that have that kind of mindset, maybe you visit Nigeria, you tell your brother, my brother, focus on your business. God will bless you one day and all that. Maybe you now responded by saying, sister, brother, forget it. This one I just for daily bread. Person not feel better with this one. Person not feel better. May God your do and say, may we touch one or two things, may we better. Anytime you see a brother or a friend or anybody close to you mention things like that, run away from them. Because obviously they have cost their future. The reality, they will never, ever amount to something in that thing they are doing. And have it in mind, if you don't run from them, whenever they have the opportunity to become that thing they want to become, they will use you first as for a ritual. You will still say you don't want to run from, and you the first use as a ritual. Just for ritual. The country is messed up. Okay, are you going to tell me right now, saying that Tinubu, now you say made Nigerian youth get that mindset? This is the first time Tinubu is holding a #1 seat. You know, he's only there, if I'm not mistaken, he's there for the past 4 months now, or 5 months. The time he was a governor, are you telling me Tinubu influenced all the youth in Nigeria? He was only a governor in the state. So I say things how it is. I blame Tinubu because he ringed the election. If he did not ring the election, if he was minding his business, I will not have anything to talk about Tinubu. That's it. I don't hate anybody. I don't want anybody to hide under my platform too. Because you hate somebody already, you now be pouring the hatred. Let's face the matter at hand. Tinubu ringed the election. Tinubu is as we speak right now, is on constitutional precedent. Tinubu a certificate and all that is being questionable. Yes, fine. That one will make sense. Say your fair hate him before and all that. I'm not part of it. I don't dare. The only person I've spent time to really check his history is Mr. Peter Obi. If I started supporting him, I don't follow the crowd. I don't conform. When I was in university, no, when I was in college, that's when I get to know that conformity is the biggest problem that many citizens, especially Nigerians, are facing today. Conformity. Everybody chook head, go where everybody go. I don't do that. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why in most cases I stand alone. So please, in rounding up my speech, I'm not a supporter of anybody blaming any kind of tribe in Nigeria. The sooner you know that the problem we have in Nigeria is caused by all the tribes in Nigeria, will be better for you. All of them are a part of the government. We have satanic Edo people that is part of Tinubu's government right now. So are you going to blame only the Yorubas? What about other tribes that is under him, lying and coming to television all the time to lie and lie and lie and lie? Even when they are caught with their lies, they use another lie to cover up. We have satanic, shameless Edo youth that is telling all these satanic people, my leader, my chair, my leader, like Agberus. How can a university graduate with a degree who be talking like a tout? My chair, leader, la leader there, la leader there. I don't know how they talk. Shameless youths. Why is it difficult for we to know people that is clamoring for their selfish interest rather than pretentiously displaying care for the people? Like, oh, no, I'm fighting for the people. I'm fighting for the people. You see, what I'm doing here, any money I make from my YouTube or anybody super chat me is mine. I will proudly take it. I will enjoy it. Because I'm putting in the work, one. Then two, I'm doing the right thing. I have a conscience, for Christ's sake. Every single satanic parties in Nigeria, including Labour Party, all of them are satanic. All of them already know that Mr. Elvis can never be bought. In case you're not aware, it's because of Peter Obi with they mentioned Labour Party here. In case you're not aware. Peter Obi, if maybe they see an independent candidate, I believe that would have been much better. I don't know if there's anything like that. All these people, all of them. I mentioned something yesterday because of the selfishness, wickedness that we all are displaying amongst ourselves. That's why we are not moving forward. Just because Peter Obi moved to Labour Party, they will not start seeing witches and wizards for his Labour Party. Do you see me mention Labour Party that much here? I only mention Labour Party during the time of the campaign because that's the only thing I cannot be telling people vote for Peter Obi, vote for Peter Obi. I need to mention the party that is that he's going to get his victory from. After that, they will say, yeah, that's satanic, or these satanic parties in my mouth. All of them are satanic. Are you coming here to tell me about politics? I was born inside politics. As I speak to you right now, my dad is a chieftain of PDP. My dad are one of the people that make decisions in the those states before anything will happen. Governor Obaseki had a meeting with my dad just 4 days ago here. I don't like talking about myself. But I've let you guys know that right from time that PDP and APC are satanic people that put you and I where we are today. So are you going to come here to blame me because of my dad? You cannot. You must blame me by my own footstep. You want to blame me because my dad is a chieftain in PDP? The former governor of Edo State, Oyegumedia, that's the name he started calling himself when he was aspiring. John Odige Oyegu. It was, I don't want to reveal all. He was spending all the time in our house during the time of his campaign for him not to be killed. So this one, a person who they eat together, gist in the evening, tell us story in the evening. You want us to go there? What do you want to tell me about politics? The same satanic PDP that used to be SDP? Is that what you want to tell me? Or you want to tell me the time of Saraki, the father of Bukhara Saraki, the former Senate president, Papa, when Papa was contesting to become the president of Nigeria? If you want, I will reveal more if you want me to talk, to tell you more about myself. So when I speak, you should know that they've told me to stop. I will reveal things to you guys. You guys will be surprised that I'm not here. I know everything. Before I came out to say no, now Peter Obi, I want support. Do you know a lot of enemies I accumulated around myself? Do you know the problem that I created around myself, both friends and families? What are you talking about? The sooner you know that all the parties in Nigeria are all satanic, all of them. If you want to vote for somebody, follow the person, not the party. But if you want to follow person because party presented somebody, now this party I they support because they have presented somebody, I must support the person, then you will continue to make mistake. If they don't give Peter Obi this position, we will continue. In fact, most Nigerians, I don't want to generalize, most Nigerians will continue to suffer. I'm telling you guys. Do you know how many police officers that are suffering today? Do you know how many armies that are suffering today? Do you know how many of them that have lost their lives, that their wives are suffering? The government failed to look after them. What is our problem? So we think saying Yoruba, Hausa, Yedo, Igbo, might be our problem, right? Now, I don't understand. We are also the problem of ourselves. Me, I'm even asking myself, I don't even... let me stop here. Thank you very much, my people. Let me stop here. Let me call on Mr. Emmanuel. Are you still with us? Mr. Emmanuel left. Let me call on Mr. Edwin also left because Mr. Edwin, you are there, but you are halfway. Your mic is turned off, so there's no way we can call you again. You know, your device, I mean, is turned off. Okay, let me call on Engineer Francis. Engineer Francis, thank you very much. Give us a final submission. God bless you.
Thank you very much for this particular opportunity. And Elvis, like when you were talking, something crossed my mind. You know, the way Chinua Achebe described the Nigerian Civil War, it's like I started thinking back to that time. He said, that the war was based on economic opportunism, which is all this trying to buy people with money and stuff. It was also based on political irredendism, which is exactly what we have right now everywhere. And then there are two parts that he also pointed out: religious fanaticism. And then the last one is tribal parochialism, which is exactly what you were. It's like when you were talking, I'm like, wow, did this guy, is he reciting Chinua? But those were the conditions that he was able to point out. And those are the conditions we have here right now. Tinubu, please don't send Nigeria into a spiral spin. And the Supreme Court, please don't put Nigerians into this one chance. And I will refer you again to Florida versus Georgia, the U.S. Supreme Court in 1854. They pointed out that for the Supreme Court of the land, that deciding cases based on technicalities is a defeat for justice. So if it's good for the goose, it has to be good for the gander. If it's good for the US and it's been guiding them, at least we have since 1854 when they started, when they pronounced that, it's been doing well for them. It's got to be good for Nigeria too. Having said that, Supreme Court, when did Abuja become a state that it should be accorded 25% and bunched in the same basket with the other states? What was the consideration? What was discussed that time when Abuja was given that 25%? Are you going to rewrite that constitution? Or are you going to go into some technicalities like the appellate court, the tribunal? Okay, let's put that on the side. Forged certificate. We don't care whether he went to the school, whether he got a PhD. The Constitution says forged. The document he submitted was forged. That's it. So whether he got 200 PhDs that are even better than this one, but he submitted a school cert that is forged, that defeats all the PhDs. There's nothing like technicality that you guys are going to look into. Then this one it's been bothering me, but I've been trying to see if I can get more information on it. How about his dual citizenship? Has he denounced his Guinea citizenship? I don't think so. Because if you guys even listened, I don't know whether that's the way it's done, on May 29th at that Eagle Square, it's like the people, whoever is on the PA will speak French first and then translate to English. I thought it's supposed to be the other way around. So and then if you watch almost every thing that Tinubu is doing, he has this French connection. And I believe Guinea should be French also. So I'm beginning to think, is this man really selling Nigeria for 1 penny? And then that of Shetima's nomination. The appellate court, the tribunal, all of a sudden started to be mind reader, to know that Shetima didn't intend. It's not Shetima, it's the party. To know whether the party intended or didn't intend to have the double nomination. That is being a mind reader and a technicality. The point is that he violated that provision. And then the main bane, this unacceptable nonsense results that INEC has, they haven't even put some of them on IREV yet as we speak. So all these, we are not going to let the narrative go to where you guys want us to go with you guys being paid money. Like I suggested earlier, do John McCain on him. Accept his money on that day, just vote him down. That's how Americans came to love John McCain, and that's if he knew he's getting to the end of his life. When he died, he was given a serious heroic burial by, he even told Trump not to come to his funeral. That is how a righteous man will do. And guys, please, grow some backbone. Do something. Don't let Nigeria enter this one chance. Tinubu is shameless. So when we get insults from Ghana and South America not denying us visas or something, he is shameless. He doesn't even give a hoot. It doesn't concern him. He's a dope dealer. He is a criminal, impersonator, identity thief. He is everything bad on the face of this earth. He is a spitting image of Satan itself. As a matter of fact, his satanic whatever, they have invaded Nigeria. So you guys at the Supreme Court, you might have to be our way out. Unfortunately, you guys don't have an easy task, because when a constitution puts the cart before the horse, I have no idea how to do it, because I don't see how you can swear somebody in when that the decision is still pending, and then you will let that person you've sworn in be the person that will be the umpire of the game. It's a nonsense constitution. And I hope those guys in the House and Senate are putting their heads down in shame for even sitting there and collecting whatever money they are collecting, seeing that something like this is seriously hitting the country below the belt. Hey guys in the Supreme Court, do what you have to do. But whatever you do, please don't set Nigeria on this one chance mission. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, General Francis. God bless you, sir. Thanks for your kind words. Thanks for fighting. You know, Engineer Francis, I have so much respect for you because you are an elderly man and you are always here with us. Your energy, I don't know where you get it from. You are joining us to make sure we have a new Nigeria, even when you know that it will be more beneficial to we the youth. And you're here every day doing this with us. May God bless you and give you good health and long life for you to continue to speak, you know, over our future in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, everybody. Obiajulu, thank you very much for your super chat. May God bless you. May pocket never run dry. I appreciate you all. I put this on screen, you know, earlier on. You know, let me quickly take it for you guys to understand what is there. In the midst of the suffering that we all are currently facing right now, you know, the federal government, you know, exclusively, all 360 members of House of Rep set to receive brand new 2023 Land Cruiser SUV, valued at 160 million naira each for this car that you are seeing right now. You see, APC supporters will still support this. It no matter. Shut up. What did they talk there?
What? Why can't they buy from innocent?
No, do they care? They are not there for Nigeria to be better. So each of this car costs 160 million naira, and 360 of them will have each one. Ha! Now, wow. We're in a big trouble in Nigeria. I'll just continue to do my part. Everybody, if you know you are genuinely doing your part, continue to do your part. That is best that we can do. Thank you very much, everybody. I don't know if anybody on the panel still want to say anything quickly before we round up, because I believe I've called everyone. But if you know you want to say something for only 1 minute, please unmute and say something before I round up now. All right, let's assume everybody, we are good now. We are good to go. So I appreciate every one of you that came into the panel today. I would like to appreciate those of you that are still on the panel. Give us a mandate, Ms. Chuks Obiboze, Busy Brace, Madam. Thank you, Mr. Edwin Oga Felix. We will not hear your voice today at all. Regina Francis, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate every one of you. And those of you that came in that have already left, thank you as well. Those of you that call into the show, thank you. And I know I didn't pick some calls as well. Please understand with us. Yeah, we try our best to, to satisfy everybody, but it's not always easy. Sometimes we might do something wrong, but always forgive us. Understand that we are human beings. We cannot always be perfect here. In fact, no human being is perfect. Just accept the way it is. But one thing I want you to be to know that we do on this platform is that we don't deliberately do anything to anybody. Especially me. Let me say, instead of using we, I don't. I just randomly pick calls and pick the people, first come, first serve, and I post link in the public. I don't send any link to anybody privately since my career. Since my career, I've never sent link to anybody privately. I put it on the public. The only people I send link to privately are my guests. If I have a guest that want to come speak to us, then I send it to them privately. Like any of my panelists, I've never sent nobody link privately. I put it on the public space. Anybody we first grab may come to the panel and let's talk. That's what we all have been doing. So let's manage ourselves. It's not easy to be around human beings, but the ability to manage each other is very, very important. Let's continue to do that. Let's continue to stand for what is right. We are getting there. We are getting there. I'm still very, very hopeful. I want you guys to know I'm still very, very hopeful. But by the special grace of God, everything will be sorted out soon. Between now to the first week of December, we'll know where we are.
Okay, Elvis, please, can I just chip in to let you see how our Nigerian minds? I'm just looking at this Arise live, and then somebody posted by the name of Akinola Aziz. I'm imploring stakeholders in Southwest, especially governors, to mimic the good gestures of the Kano state government on mass weddings, to have such thing in all Yoruba lands. Can you imagine? So it is. There's some people have seen it as a good thing. Why?
Thank you, madam. No interruption at all. No interruption. I was expecting one or two persons to come in anyway. Before that, I already pick a call. Judicial Breadman, thank you very much, sir, for calling in. We are rounding up now, but quickly say something.
Mr. Elvis, I greet you. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, my brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I greet you and all the panelists, commenters, and viewers worldwide. I've been listening, and I'm very, very sad because we are doing a lot of work here, you especially, and all the panelists that come in here. But I still want to maintain my previous stand. You see, Nigeria can never be better, except we take it in the Gaza way. Until Nigerians are ready to flush this system out through a very...
No, I don't know. I don't discuss that here. I'm sorry. Now.
Yeah.
I don't discuss it here at all.
I'm not saying that that's the only solution.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe that is the only solution. I believe that there are different ways we can do something. But anyhow, you should know the rules we have here, and we cannot cross it for any reason.
Definitely, we can never cross it.
Yes, my brother.
The divided house can never stand. And Nigerians are divided. You can see the videos you play.
Yes, I support you on that. You are right. You are very right. We are divided, man.
Yeah. So, and there are two categories of people: the oppressed and the oppressor. And the oppressed has to come together. We have to come together and take out the oppressors. So that is what I want to.
And the oppressed are fighting themselves.
see, that is the problem.
That's another thing, you know. I understand you anyway. I understand you. Thank you very much, Gingerbread Man. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. I like that. I like what Gingerbread Man just said, you know. The two problems we have, the oppressed and the oppressor. And the oppressed are fighting themselves. That one funny, sha. We the oppressed, we're fighting ourselves. If I tell you now, it's just I don't like distraction. Don't want to come here, distract people with bringing different screenshotting different things that people send to me. I'll bring it here, be showing you. It will now become a topic. The way people insult me all the time, you know. Now you now ask yourself, why? Why are you doing this? Why? Are we doing anything wrong? Is there anything wrong in we calling for a better Nigeria? If Tinubu was already giving us a better Nigeria since day one, it was sworn in since May 29, do you think the number of the people that is calling him out today to be disqualified will still be complete? So none of them is good. You didn't win the election. A lot of people died during the election. The election was rigged. 4 a.m. you were sworn in. You were declared the winner. You want us to fold our arms and accept that? How? Is that why you are insulting us, for crying out, beating us, telling us at the same time not to cry? Oh, wow. Thank you very much, my people. I'd like to end the show right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those of you that supported me today, I'd like to mention your name again. Abajulu, thank you very much. Charles Zedove, God bless you. Appreciate you all. Ella, thank you. Oseven Girl, may the love of God is my strength. Thank you. Maka Fojabi, thank you very much. Stella Masavedo, thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. May God bless you all, my people. And those of you right there on the comment section, Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. I appreciate you always. You are here with me every single day. I really do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've said this over and over again. For some of you thinking that, yes, I pay Mommy Diaspora or I pay any of my admin on the comment section. I don't pay anybody, you know. I only pay my staff that work on the background, work on the screen, on my other of my channels and being on, you know, my reporters. Yes, but I've never paid Mommy Diaspora. She's putting everything to support me on this channel. You know, I've never paid none of my admin, you know, the comment section. You know what that means? So whenever you guys join me thanking them, I'm very, very grateful, you know. If you want a better Nigeria, it's just like my panelists. I mean, my panelists, have I ever paid any of them before? They are here. I know my consistent panelists. They are always here with me. No matter what, they are here. You know, I don't pay them. You know, I have some of them that go extra miles to sort information for me every day. Every day. I will soon start measuring name when it gets to the time. Every day to sort information for me. Mr. Elvis, verify this, verify this, verify this. I'm just grateful to have you all, that we all are genuinely fighting for a better Nigeria. We are not doing it for our selfish interest. The only difference between me and you all is that I own the platform. I would have also done the same if it was one of you that owned the platform. That's how it is. Two people cannot drive a car at the same time. We have one driver, then the rest people passenger. Isn't it? That's how it is. You can't change it. Let's stand for what is right, my people. And God bless you now. Thank you very much, everybody. I can see Emeka, eBay, Magnus, thank you very much. Divine Cross, thank you. God bless you. Pius Moye, thank you. Black Child, thank you. Ruth, I can see you. Thank you very much, Madam. I appreciate you all. Madam Ame Bright, I can see you right there. Thank you. Kevin Abangbe, thank you very much. God bless you all, my people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Didi Anthony, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Constant, thank you. Abajulu, Patience, Demudia, and many others. Thank you, my people. Love, Maduka, thank you very much. We have come to the end of this broadcast. Please, guys, help us to press on the like button. Help us to share. Before you leave, please press on the like button. For those of you that are going to be playing back the video, don't forget to always like. Don't forget to share. and subscribe to our channel. I don't really talk about this subscription routine. I always forget. I just think people can do that on their own. I wish I could be saying it the way I talk about like every day would have been better, but I don't. It's not easy for me to talk everything at the same time. You know, please subscribe to us. We are close to 100,000. Please take us to 100,000. Subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we are here. And for those of you complaining that you don't get notification, yes, the reason why you're not getting notification for now because we are uploading more video than we used to, and we are only entitled to 3 notifications in a day. So, for example, if we already uploaded 3 videos before 6 p.m., so obviously then the notification have been exhausted. Okay, I want you guys to know this. The notification have been exhausted before 6 p.m. So what you just need to do, you already know the time we come on air is 6 p.m. every day. So just come here on your own. You know, you see at latest 6 o'clock before 6, we already scheduled. We are coming on air. You know, so in case we didn't exhaust it, that's fine. Now that we are now randomly picking 1 or 2 submission and re-uploading again. So obviously notification is going to be continuously taken. So just come in 6 p.m. every day. We are here. We are here by God's grace. God continue to give us the energy and the strength to do this. Thank you very much, my people. Have a good night and bye for now.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. Go there, biza. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. But I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, oh, I go show you love, eh. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, oh, I go show you love, oh. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. They do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun nàbí o. Ẹ fẹ́ jókù. Alákọ̀bí. Ṣẹ́gun nàbí. Alákọ̀bí. Sábàmẹ́là. Anybody. Anybody? Any bobo. Anybody? Mo ló ń fọlú, ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti kíníṣí. Délé mo ló ń fọlú, ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé ó dé.